Boom, we are in the building. Y'all hit me with a one if you can hear me. Before I tell you happy Friday, I want y'all to be able to hear me. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. And there it is. Lovely Marion. That's what's up. I'm glad y'all can hear me. Happy Friday, ladies. Let me tell you something real quick. They never disappoint, right? Never disappoint. I absolutely owe the pick me's and the mammies, maybe the dusties, like a shout out or something. Every goddamn week, I'm able to come up here and you guys never ever disappoint with your filthy begging asses. We got Sexy Butterfly in the building. V in Training is here. Chocolate Cherry is here. Talk with TK is here. We got Zarita here. Bella Golf. Lady Posh. Lori Potter is in this goddamn building. Who else? Chim Chim. Hey, girl, I ain't seen you in a minute. She 2000 is here. Religion Free. How are you? Are y'all getting on? Okay, let me tell you something. I don't really know what Lori Harvey is. I don't know what she is, who she is, what she believes in. I know that she entertains Tyrone's and she's a very pretty girl. She's always out here and people like to hear her talk because she doesn't talk much. And when she opens her mouth, people jump on her. I don't know what she's about, but I do know this. Michael B. Jordan is like this. He does not like black women. Okay. His actions have shown that. I'm of the opinion that they weren't together ever, but that's just my opinion because I think that he prefers Pintus. That's just my opinion. I have no proof of that. But what got to me was the mammies and pygmies that were jumping down this girl's throat because she had the nerve to break up with him. Now, I don't know whether he broke up with her or she broke up with him, whatever. Like I said, I don't believe they were ever together. But to jump down her throat because she had the nerve not to be grateful for a king, bitch, what? What? Are you serious? Whenever he got with her in the sack, you wasn't gonna feel none of that, sis. You wasn't gonna feel none of that love. This celebrity bullshit. That's why I don't get up here talking about celebrities a lot because they lead a completely different life than we do. Those relationships be fake and phony. They end abruptly unless there's some sort of special fucking relationship or whatever. For you to get mad at her, him being by himself, it didn't free him up for you. Michael B. Jordan does not like your black ass. As a matter of fact, I feel like this Lori Harvey situation was just a arm candy thing so you can keep hollering about Wakanda forever. And that's what you're doing. And it's ugly. It's embarrassing yet again. You will not be picked by somebody like Michael B. Jordan. I don't know why you would want to be picked by someone that heavily resembles a Ninja Turtle, suspected, undercover log licker. I'll just put it that way. Okay. And he was one of the people that participated in that No Black Girls Party. Aaliyah, am I making that up?
Oh, absolutely not.
I believe that
And
shit
I
happened in
agree.
Italy.
Yeah, and I agree completely with your assessment on him and his closeted activities. I mean, like I said, I remember that case where he was about to get me too by that white guy. They shut that shit down fast,
I don't know
and
what
you haven't
happened
heard
with that.
anything else about it. Yeah, it was a guy that was about to me too his ass, a white dude that
Saying
said
that he
that
assaulted him?
he got inappropriate with him and they shut that shit down. I haven't heard anything else about it, but I definitely remember that. So yeah, I agree with you. But here's the thing. We definitely know for a fact that he's not into black women.
That's
So
a
we do
fact.
know that. And I just don't see. First of all, let's just be real. He ain't been Killmonger in a long fucking time, and even then, he still ain't that fine. I mean, I'm not getting it. I mean, I guess the bar is so low in Blackistan with these mammies and pygmies. I mean, I guess he would be considered attractive to them, but to me, like you said, he does look like a Ninja Turtle. I don't see anything even remotely attractive about him. But hey, that's just my opinion, and I still stand by what I said originally. Victor Drago beat that ass both times.
It's the mouth for me. It's the mouth for me, y'all. His mouth is like a
Yes,
turtle.
that shit irritates the hell out of me. God, it's like, oh,
And the
God.
top of his head is too big in reference to the bottom of his chin. It seems like the top of that head belongs on somebody a little bit, maybe a little bit taller and wider, but his head is like Roger from Family Guy. Is that Family Guy? No, American Dad. He looks
He,
horrible to me.
yes, he is not cute whatsoever. But like I said, I guess by their standards, which is not very high, I guess he would be considered attractive. But I mean, that's definitely not somebody they should be attacking Lori Harvey over. And I'm not even one of her biggest fans either. I don't know if I can get on the praise train with her like some of these women, considering her the goat and all this other shit. And I'm like, no, the goat, I think not.
I don't know
Um,
what she does. What is she? What is she besides
absolutely
Steve Harvey's stepdaughter?
nothing besides be pretty. I don't know of anything that she does for real. But either way, they can say what they want to say, but the only reason a lot of women are eating this shit up is because she's one of the lighter skinned black women. Because being an industry jump off is really not cute. I don't give a fuck how they try to word that shit where you hopping from man to man, and it's only her that they're giving that shit a pass to. Cause you can believe that if it was one of us, cause you talk regular shit about Lakeisha up the street every day. But because it's her, you want to give her a pass from jumping from dick to dick. And I don't think that's cute. I'm sorry. It's just not.
She
So
living
I
her life,
considering
whatever.
her a goat.
She's living
Mm-mm.
her life. I ain't gonna get on her for, moving like she moved, because sometimes whenever I think Dusty set this precedent, it goes a long time ago, but in my lifetime, I don't know if you remember Two Live Crew, and one of the
Mhm.
lyrics in one of their songs was, I like my bitch promiscuous, hot and ass and ready to fuck. Well, good and goddamn well, black women are mammies, so they end up getting what they want. And because y'all turning out a whole bunch of people that are sexually liberated, quote unquote, now you pissed off. Now you're
But
pissed off.
they're still making the argument that she's not sleeping with all these men. She's just dating.
I don't
You
know
know,
what
like I
she
said,
did.
yeah, yeah, right. And if you believe that shit, my ass is the Queen of England. Ain't no way in hell she going with all them high profile men. They got all they got, and she ain't giving up nothing. Who the fuck y'all think y'all fooling with that bullshit? But whatever, if that's what they need to think, but she see that she just dating. Okay, yeah. Either way, it's a bad look. I don't care. But like I said, they have their picks and chooses about who they want to give passes to about certain shit. Either way, like I said, if it's one of the city girls or somebody like that, everybody want to complain about that whole chasing the bag culture and all this other shit. And it's like, but you give her a pass for doing the same thing. And I
My
guess it's
issue with
because
that, Aaliyah, is the pass giving. They don't have enough power to give passes to anybody. What you gonna do with a pass that a nigga gave you? Hmm. They're
well,
not qualified to pass out any passes. They can give their opinion, but that don't mean shit either. I don't give a damn what they think. They just need to calm the fuck down. This is a storm that they created. The relationship between black women and black men is done. Done. I don't care how long you talk about black love. It's over. I'm gonna pull something up, and our poetress up here is going to go ahead and read that for us. It's
I'll
on.
try. I'm gonna try to decipher this mammy babble. Let
Oh
me see.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
This was in my
apology.
Discord, y'all. This was in my Discord. And darling, y'all hold on to your seats because it's going to be a problem. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
The apology. I guess that's the title. They
Mhm.
beat me, and I called you to save me, but you couldn't. So I secretly resented you. They took our babies and sold them. I begged you to save us, but you couldn't. So I secretly blamed you. They arred me, and I cried out for you to protect me, but you couldn't. So I stopped trusting you. You were supposed to be my man, my provider, my protector, but when I needed you, you couldn't be there. So I hated you. How could I let you tell me what to do when Master could protect me more than you? How could I submit to you when you are forced to submit to Master? So to protect myself, I submitted to the one who could protect me and our children. I stopped trusting you. I stopped loving you. I stopped honoring you. I stopped valuing you. And in turn, I became valueless to you. I didn't see the frustration in your eyes when our children were sold. I didn't hear your anger when I was being ravished. I didn't understand that you held your emotions to be strong for me. I thought you didn't care, but you wanted to be there. You wanted to protect me, but Master made it so you couldn't. So I would trust him more than you. I didn't see the hidden hands shaping our destiny. All I saw was pain and the feeling that you neglected me. For all the times I blamed you, I'm sorry. For the resentment and distrust I've held against you for centuries, I'm sorry. For the times I've let you down, for all the times I've broken your spirit with my words and my actions,
Oh God.
for the times I openly rejected you. And so you making me laugh. Okay. And tried to control you because I thought less of you. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Master had a plan that he said would work for 400 years. 400 years is over now. My eyes are wide open. I see the king in you. Please forgive my wrongs and see your queen in me.
Okay, I gotta go. I
I
have got to go.
yeah.
I
And
flew.
I've been
Oh my God. How did you? Oh my goodness. I
I gotta
can't.
go. No.
I bet you she was dead ass serious when she wrote that too.
She
Who
Yeah.
didn't
wrote it?
say.
Oh, it
Listen,
says
she
anonymous.
said, I didn't hear your cries, bitch, because they weren't there. That nigga wasn't crying. He probably was beating the fuck off. How dare you apologize to somebody for them losing? They got captured. He couldn't do nothing for you, and you apologize to him. Y'all, pick me's and mammies are not the way to go. If these bitches are around you, get the fuck away from them. Listen, I
You, you know how why it looks so desperate and just dumb because they never write you any fucking thing apologizing for anything they've done or said. I have yet to see anything written by one of them that's saying, I'm sorry I didn't protect you. I'm sorry I failed you. I'm sorry I didn't provide for you. I'm sorry I didn't build for you and our children. I'm
they're
sorry
not
I went through.
sorry.
Exactly. So
They're
they're
not.
not coming out apologizing, saying, I'm sorry for not being the man that you needed me to be. But these dumb bitches are constantly coming out with that bullshit.
Somebody in the chat said, not a Willie Lynch letter. I am fucking done. She said that I didn't see the anger in your eyes when I was getting ravished. Bitch, he didn't care. He didn't care. But whatever makes you sleep at night, go ahead, sis. They didn't give a fuck. None of them did.
They, I mean, the thing is, they could have tried to rise up against that at any point. I mean, they have fought for everything else they wanted. They fought to go to court for the right to be with white women, right? They fought
If
for that.
there's nothing that you should die for, it not your children and the women in your community, y'all wasn't supposed to make it. He was supposed to die for you, but he won't even go to Texaco for you to get you a goddamn honey bun, bitch. These motherfuckers get on my nerves.
Not a
Ebony,
honey bun. Really?
Ebony, what you got on this shit?
Really, Cece? You go to the honey buns, the southern. Oh my God.
Those are Southern gifts.
Well, I think the gift should have been, yeah, fighting with their lives. But they didn't care. They were too busy hiding behind your skirt, dearie.
Oops.
And a lot of them were not captured. A lot of them were sold and traded. Most of them were sold and traded. The only country that colonized that actually went into, you know, Central Africa to capture anybody was pretty much the Portuguese. So don't give me that. Don't
Did
give
she
me
say
that.
massa? Did she
But
say massa?
I
Okay,
And
in correct English, that's master. Bitch, if your man has a master, you don't have a man. You
thank
didn't have
you.
a man. Who the
Thank
fuck
and
you.
the
has a master?
and the kicker is when she's talking about the anger in his eyes while she was being ravished. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. A lot of those men, they had anger in their eyes towards you. I have I have seen and read stories about this taking place even on the continent where those women are forced into sex tourism and other situations where their husbands are literally selling their wives to white tourists and then those women are still being berated by their own husbands and called bed wenches. Where do you think that bed wench term came from?
Girl.
Where do they think it came from? Because that was a way to be as disrespectful to women who mess with white men or men of other races as possible. So those women had to endure a lot of degradation and humiliation after the fact,
Well,
whether
here's the
they
deal.
consented to it or not.
Here's the deal,
They do
y'all.
that now.
You don't have to do that. The have to part. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to do that. The other part that got me, y'all, was when she said he couldn't. He couldn't. What do you mean? Your man is up under the foot of another man. Again, you don't have a man. I think the smartest ones that was back up in slavery was the bed wenches. How about that part? The ones that voluntarily went, those was the smart ones, if you ask me. The fuck you mean? Shane, it's on you.
I just want to say to all of this, boo, tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. It's a bullshit. Them motherfuckers sold you to the white man in the first goddamn place. And then when all the shit was going down on the plantation, he didn't give a shit. If anything, he was probably pushing you to the damn white man, hoping that it would keep the white man from beating his fucking ass. I'm so sick of this shit, and not the only reason why he had anger in his eyes when he was witnessing any of that stuff is because he wasn't benefiting from it. He was probably mad because Master didn't want to get up into his bussy. He was probably mad because he couldn't be a bad wench. That was the fucking anger in his eyes. That's what he was. That's what you was seeing.
Oh, but
and if he didn't want to be with Master, and if he didn't want to be with Master, he was sitting there. He was sitting there waiting for his turn to R word and beat you after the Master was done. He didn't do anything.
Buck breaking, Shane. Buck breaking. They were buck broken, according to the documentary. Oh, but Shane, don't you understand their plight? Sarcasm.
Child, please. Y'all, let's not forget about the mammy in the very last sentence. Whomever wrote this, it's brilliant. Thank you. Bitch, we ain't forgot about you either. If you think that shit was brilliant, you got me fucked up. But let's say this, y'all. Say, for instance, let's just humor them. And that there's black males that'll go ahead and fight for you. One in particular came up for me. Let's see. Anybody remember this dude here? I be forgetting where the fuck I'm at sometimes.
Who
y'all
that?
remember?
I
Right
remember.
here. Y'all remember him?
No.
Yeah, Goofy.
No.
That Grandmaster Jay.
Yes, darling. Well, he is the proud creator of NFAC. NFAC, and I shit you not, stands for Not Fucking Around Coalition. There's some sort of militia group or whatever that's supposed to go ahead and make sure the white man treat y'all with some respect and all of that good old shit. The problem is this, y'all. He failed. Like the rest of black men, this man is on his way to jail. Let me go ahead and stop sharing this and show you where you came. The one that did try and stand up and fight for you. They losing again right in front of your motherfucking ass, and you don't have shit to say. It's been quiet around these streets. It's been quiet because ain't nobody answering for this shit. Come on now, let's get it.
Absolutely. Well, yesterday, at least 20 members of Johnson's coalition were actually there at the court at the trial. From start of trial, that was on Tuesday. They've been wearing all black to show their support for Johnson. But after the verdict was delivered yesterday, you could definitely see that emotion coming out of the courtroom. Now, a mostly white jury found Johnson guilty of assaulting, resisting, or impeding officers engaged in official duty, as well as brandishing a firearm in relation to a crime of violence. The U.S. attorney says Johnson used a firearm to threaten an officer, taking them away from their post on the rooftops as they were doing Overwatch. The defense maintained Johnson was simply using his flashlight to see who was up there with no intention to threaten anyone. With Johnson now facing up to 20 years, I spoke with the Louisville attorney, Thomas Clay, to get more insight on a case like this. He says the U.S. attorney's choice to go with the most serious charge was likely tied to the presence of a firearm.
There are basically 3 levels.
Look at this old man right here. He telling you where your cane going. Ladies, you better divest. Because that so-called virile warrior man that was supposed to be fighting for you, doing the shit all wrong, is going to jail for up to 20 years. But let's go ahead and see what this group of men had to say about it real quick.
Levels of punishment in this statute. Level 1 is a misdemeanor. Level 2 is up to 8 years. He got the enhanced penalty of up to 20 years because this enhanced penalty requires whoever in the commission of acts described in subsection A uses a deadly or dangerous weapon.
Damn.
And that's for the first count. Count 2 comes with no less than a 7-year sentence. However, federal probation officers will now interview Johnson, check his background, and the defense will likely have witnesses on his behalf to push the judge towards a lower sentence. Now, August 22nd is the date set for his sentence hearing. Johnson's attorneys say they plan to file a motion for acquittal and new trial. Live in Louisville, Ford Sanders,
Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me, mammies. Your kings lost again. Everything they touch crumbles into the fucking ground. They can't help you. They can't. Do you think for one goddamn minute walking around with a gun around federal buildings is going to do anything for your future? I tell you what will do something for your future. If you figure out who the fuck you are and get the hell away from these motherfuckers. That's the only thing that's going to help you. Y'all, this war has been won a long time ago. And I guess, I know you know who the winners are. Anytime one of your men try to do anything, they're headed where Grandmaster Jay is headed. And he's headed to federal prison. That man got charged on state level and federal level. Y'all aren't going to see him for a minute. And then on top of that, y'all, there's a picture that some white guys was looking at with Grandmaster Jay and all his dusties around him. They were holding guns. Well, there was a gun specialist that said some of them guns wasn't even real. Mammy, they're saying that the guns wasn't even real. This right here was a pandering effort. And this is the best example that I could find of someone so-called fighting for you. Another L. Do you understand me? You're not going to get anywhere trying to get behind these niggas, Tyrones, Octavius, whatever the fuck you want to call them. It's not going to work. Sadina, what you got to add?
Oh my goodness. That is, I can't stop laughing. His dumbass going to jail.
For real, for a minute.
Oh my God, I just can't with these men. And then the women that stand behind them. I'm in real daytime. I'm just out doing my thing. And there's a woman at the counter and she's just black. Mammy, oh gosh, it was a mess. And she was talking and the people in line literally turned around to look at me because I wasn't answering her. And they just looked at me. They were like, and I was like, don't be looking at me.
It's goofy at this point. All of this shit is goofy.
I only say that because now other races of people are starting to look at us, the women, like, what's the problem? You know, they really are starting to look at us like.
I hope they're not asking that question because people have been trying to figure out what the problem is with these mammy ass pick me university fucking chicken heads for the longest. They can't figure out, and neither can I, figure out why you would continue to stay. Why? You're fucking it up worse by staying. Did you know that, pick me? Did you know that by giving him stuff that belongs to actual men, like sex, compassion, loyalty, children, you're fucking it up worse. So if you plan on staying in that community, good luck to you, baby. Well, absolutely.
And not only that, but that poem or whatever that writing that you posted and Aaliyah gracefully read, there's like no accountability. There's no balance between, you know, it's all her and she's wrong and this so-called man is on a pedestal and he's, you know, this great thing and the woman is carrying all this burden. There's no accountability. Oh, I'm like, that's just simple, basic human to human respect.
No,
I mean, it's just all this apologizing. And it's like, I apologize to you for you letting me get hard and get my ass whooped. So let me apologize to you. Okay.
That doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
That's why I say
you got this group right here that so-called, I guess, the warrior class or whatever. The ones that are left are the ones that choose some bullshit. Let's go.
Oh no, these receipts, they
look
be so real.
at this here. This is what your men doing instead of trying to do better for you. Yes, you're reading that correctly. It says black men are frolicking and bringing some much needed joy to the internet. Do you know what frolicking means?
Ooh, girl.
That's normally associated with children.
Yeah.
More specifically, girl children. This is what your men making Yahoo News on. Oh, you think somebody bullshitting? Let's get this shit straight real quick because this is embarrassing as fuck.
you know the problem.
I'm frolicking.
Tell me we was frolicking.
Wee! On God, I know we was out here frolicking. Oh, we frolicking, huh? We frolicking. I'm frolicking. I'm frolicking.
Y'all done.
Oh,
What's
mother.
I'm so speechless right now. I can't even. My mouth was literally open. I'm like, these
Me
niggas
too.
literally went and. Oh my god.
Me
These
too.
motherfuckers running.
This is the dumbest
These
shit
y'all
I have
men.
ever seen.
Y'all, this y'all men, this y'all warrior class. Instead of building, providing, protecting, them niggas is frolicking around this bitch. Y'all better
They
leave me
they
alone.
running through the field of daisies and shit. I mean, what the hell?
They was all in the field. Ain't they supposed to be at work?
I have a
Child.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, I have no comment.
Uh-uh.
My question is this: what if that had been a bunch of black women doing the very
Girl.
same thing?
I thought the same thing.
You already know. Them
Mm-mm.
bitches, it would have started with them bitches. Don't make no damn sense. I thought y'all was the most educated. Y'all ain't got time to be out there frolicking. Don't you got to go home to them babies? Look, your men are
Grown
frolicking.
They got
I
their
mean,
grown asses.
oh shit. I
And
think
one of
that's
them had like salt and pepper hair, didn't he?
yeah, that motherfucker
Yep.
did. I think it's worth a replay. Let's go.
Oh my God. I'm frolicking. Tell me we was frolicking. I'm about to... Wee! On God, I know we was out here frolicking. Oh, we frolicking, huh? We frolicking. I'm frolicking. I'm frolicking.
Okay, Ben Carson with dreads. All right.
Really? Girl,
Okay. I have to show this to my fella. Let me see what he says.
I have no
This is
words.
nuts.
No words.
And then they go, look, y'all. I'm telling you, if you got one brain cell left, you know the answer is get the fuck away from these people. What on earth is that group of men gonna do with an army? They don't have one. You're outnumbered, you're outpowered, you're out resourced. It's time to go. I could cut this live off right motherfucking now. You should be getting your shit together, going to divest at this very goddamn moment.
Mm-hmm.
Dead ass serious.
I
Uppity
went
Dame.
from
Hold
I
on one
was-
second.
I went from speechless to like I'm like actually getting angry right now. I'm really
Girl, I felt the same way. I thought I was the only one. I was like, oh,
This is y'all this is the men that's representing y'all out here. That's why motherfuckers don't mind trying black women. There is no group of
that's
men
true.
that's going to protect you. This is why you end up in fights, getting robbed, getting all this shit out here because you don't have a
Niggas is
group of men that's going to protect you. You got some that's going to frolic on your ass.
Why don't the black
Absolutely.
women just frolic and divest at the same time?
I
He,
wish.
he sounded like a 5-year-old girl. Wee! Wee! Like, what the hell? I'm embarrassed for you. What? Come get your mans, y'all. He need help.
and then
Come
they
get
put it
him.
on the internet.
Mm-mm. Uppity Dame, are you dusty?
No, I'm not. Good evening, DZ. Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
good evening.
Hey.
Is my audio popping? Someone said my audio was popping yesterday.
It's popping today too, baby.
Oh Lord. Okay. Let me you can drop me back down in the studio. I'm gonna see if I can get some better earbuds. All right. Thanks, TZ.
Thank you, baby.
Okay.
All right, who else we got back here? Kyra, I know you're not dusty. What's going on, baby? I knew when you saw that frolicking shit that you was gonna click that link. I knew it.
Good evening, DZ. Good evening, ladies.
Good
Hey,
evening.
Kyra.
So my thing is, back to that NFAC group. Isn't it interesting when cicadas want to actually win something? They know how to fight properly, just like when Two Life Crew went all the way to the Supreme Court to call you a bitch and a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think that is a good point. And I don't know why people, Black women in particular, keep saying they're being prevented from doing something. Nobody's preventing them from providing for you and protecting you. They don't want to. I don't know how hard that is to understand. They don't want to, God damn it. And nothing you do is going to make them want to do that.
But DZ, that's just some of the Black men. There's still some good brothers out there that we should ally with and still have children with.
Like I
I
said,
just
I'd rather fuck a cactus raw.
I wonder for the women who just keep saying that, how far do we have to go before we finally reach the end of the line for them? What is the end of the line for them? If you keep saying not all, not all, not all, and you constantly saying all this fucked up shit, at what point are you gonna be at the end of that not all bullshit? Because you can only keep saying that for so long before you reach the bottom and there's nobody left.
That's like a truly abused woman.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, you made me hit you. See that? See what you made me do? To me, there will be no bottom for Black women, really, who
No.
want to stay in. There will be no bottom. They're going to take the black eyes. They're going to take the shootings. They're going to do anything to protect that man's ego and protect him, not even herself. And in many cases, not even her children.
And they call this
There's
shit,
nothing that can be done.
calling this shit Black Boy Joy. That sounds kind of multi-letter mafia to me, but we won't go there. Divested matriarch, are you Dusty?
Hello, I'm not Dusty. What's up?
Okay, what you got to add to this divested matriarch?
You just say a lot of shit that's like stupid, and I just kind of want to check you on it.
Oh, well, this is not a place that you're going to be able to check me, divested matriarch. You know what
Is
is
this
stupid?
Keisha?
No, child, everybody ain't Keisha. This is another stupid bitch.
I'm just checking.
Because they all sound the same, to be honest with you.
Yes, they really do.
Divested matriarch.
I mean, you do understand that
Bitch,
the
don't call
women
me a
on this
bitch,
channel, bitch, I'm talking. You do understand
Your
that the
mother's a
women on
bitch.
this channel are
Your mama.
uncheckable. Because any fucking thing that's said here, bitch, we meant every fucking word.
Your mother's a bitch.
Oh, my
it's
mother is a bitch.
Oh,
Yeah, she was a
my.
bad bitch too.
Oh
Please
boy.
believe.
You say a lot of stupid shit, DZ. Your mother
Okay,
is a
what
bitch.
stupid
You
shit did
sound crazy as fuck. This
let
bitch
her
is-
explain to
I
you
swear
what
you
was
can't
stupid.
pull up though. I swear you can't pull up. I swear you can't
Oh,
pull
bitch,
up.
my pull-up game strong. I be
Look,
everywhere.
I don't pull up. I
swear
call
you
the
can't pull
police,
up.
sis. I don't pull up.
See,
I call the
get the
police.
fuck off this live, bitch. You playing. Get the fuck off. That's why you giggling. You
Yeah.
playing,
I'm giggling
bitch.
because
Ain't
you
nobody
sound
playing with
stupid.
your ass, though.
You sound stupid.
I
You
don't
sound
pull
stupid.
up. I call the police.
Desperate.
I'm too goddamn pretty to fight, bitch. Too pretty. Now get
Not
your
with that
ragged
ghetto
ass up
accent.
off
Not
of here,
Let,
with
okay,
whore.
that ghetto.
This is Sparta!
You're not supposed to mix Benadryl and wine, ladies. Okay, you're not supposed to do that. The last time I heard somebody say your mother is something, I was on a playground the last time I heard your mama.
I want her to tell you what was so stupid about what you said, because
that's what I wanted to hear.
that's what I wanted to hear.
She didn't have nothing. She would have said it if she had it. She was just looking for attention, and attention is currency with mammies. Don't you know? Check out them twerk videos, okay?
What's stupid is y'all grown ass men out there running in the fields. The only thing that's missing is dresses and pigtails and shit. The other one was already letting the air breeze through his dreads. I mean, shit, what the fuck? These are your men. What's stupid about that?
Right.
That ghetto ass girl, she needs to go back to her Section 8 housing and live with her funky unemployed great. Listen, she was back in the back check talking about drop your address and stuff and pull up. You ghetto ass heifer, get out of here. What kind of grown ass woman is trying to fight? You're pathetic.
She want my address? Is she sure about that? I don't think she's sure about that. Cause see, I body bag motherfuckers. I send them away in body bags. So yeah, you sure you want
my address is 1400 Pennsylvania Avenue, and my phone number is 911. Bitch, I don't fight. I sit down and I say, hey, She tripping, and they get your head. That's how that work, bitch. I don't fight. The fuck wrong with you?
Maybe she had low blood sugar or something, no Popeyes chicken or SpaghettiOs. I can't explain that one.
No,
Child,
she had shit log poverty serum on the brain. That's what it was.
I should have known she was ashy when she was like, no. I said, are you Dusty? No. Fucking weirdos. Any goddamn way. Lipstick, welcome to the panel. How are you?
Look, I didn't know I was gonna pull up on Smoke Night. I was trying to get in when they was doing the frolicking. Hell, it looked like recess at Rikers Island. I saw these niggas running. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what the kings are doing. Instead of building, providing, and protecting, they're frolicking in open fields. The shit women should be doing, if anybody is going to frolic, it should be the women, but they too busy holding down 40 hours a week jobs, plus a side job, plus cooking, plus making sure the kids are okay, getting the oil changed and all that type of shit. They don't have time to frolic. They got to take care of these dusty motherfuckers.
Well,
And
the thing
it's on
with me
Yahoo News. Is that Yahoo News where that was?
Yes, it is. I left
Oh
it
my
right up there because
God.
I want somebody to say that this article ain't real.
Oh my
You'll see it when you
God.
Google it, because I'm sure it's being Googled by people like the tomato muffin ghetto Section 8 chick that was up here. I'm sure that's being Googled.
That was Keisha.
Keisha,
It was
you are forever.
Keisha. That was Keisha.
Everybody's Keisha.
Oh,
Maybe she should number the Keishas because I'm getting confused.
How can they say that's not real and their asses on the camera? Like they're really
Well, motherfuckers around here talking about I'm Asian fucking a black man, so I guess anything's possible. Fucking weirdo.
No. Oh no.
LK, welcome to the panel. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I didn't know Nacres like cottagecore. Anything other than building, and I guess. And you have to excuse divested matriarch. She's mad because the sister wife took her last bottle of rosé. She needs to get that in there.
My girl, okay, click the link, and the best she had was your mama's a bitch. I swear to y'all, I haven't heard nobody say that type of shit since I was probably in the 8th grade. I swear. Educated thug, your camera is on. You need to cut that shit off. I don't want to make my ladies vomit.
Oh,
Educated thug, are you still alive? Because it looks like you're not moving on that camera at all. Did the Lord end it all? Cut your camera off, motherfucker, and then I will let you up here. Not a moment until then.
Smoke. See, I knew that they were gonna come for you, and that's when you put that other motherfucker up on this screen. I knew that the pro-black mammies were gonna come for you and their minions. That's why you got an educated thug on the line. I mean, it ain't even smoke night, or is it? It can be. I guess.
It's a wonderful Friday night. It's a wonderful Friday night, and it can turn into smoke night. What's up?
You guys got no knowledge. You guys just complain all day.
Okay, thank
no
you.
Knowledge.
Thank you. We love your input. All right. Anything else, educated thug? I thought you would have something educated to say.
You guys need wisdom. You guys need wisdom. That's what you guys need.
Wisdom.
You sound like you need your wisdom teeth pulled. You kind of sound like you got a mouthful of marbles, sir.
No, I want him to enlighten us with his wisdom. Enlighten us with your wisdom, sir.
Well, I feel like it's not a racial issue. That's just me, though.
Oh boy! Listen, the public education system is failing. It's failing everybody. Putting educated in your name.
It's a knowledge issue.
Listen, motherfucker! Don't talk when I'm talking. I gave you a chance to say something, and you came up here acting like you Mute Man, Rain Man, or some sort of Ashburgers. You understand what I'm saying? Don't talk when I'm talking. And with a name like Educated Thug, you should have at least one educated thing to say. Now, what the fuck you got before you see Sparta's flip flop?
What are you guys accomplishing? You guys complain every week.
What are you accomplishing by showing up here just to tell us that?
Well, I'm trying to tell you guys, I think you guys need to focus on knowledge.
Okay, well, that's your fucking opinion.
And you need to focus on building.
That's your fucking opinion.
You guys are not accomplishing anything. You guys get on here every week and you complain.
You
But
sound
You don't accomplish anything either. You don't accomplish
We are
anything. What
women.
do you
What are you
do?
trying to do?
We
Like,
are
what are you trying
women.
to
We
do in
don't
real
build.
life?
We're
What are you
trying
trying
to
to do
keep
in real
women the
life?
fuck away from the likes
What
of
are you trying to
you.
do in
That's
real
what we're
life?
trying to
What are you
do.
trying to do off
Why
the
don't you get
internet?
why don't you get a job so you to stop arguing with women? Go build with the other
Well, I
men.
have a sister. I have a sister, so I'm
So
in this
what?
fight also.
So what? Is your sister divested?
Yes, she is. Her last boyfriend was Asian.
Yes.
Well, good.
Her
Good
last
for
boyfriend
Yes.
her.
was
She's
Asian. But
smart.
Hell
here's the
She's
thing.
smart.
yes. Your sister
This
is
is the thing. This is the
amazing.
thing.
If she's
I told
divested, she's fucking amazing.
But this is the thing.
Anything else?
This is the thing. Just because my sister's dating an Asian guy, that doesn't mean like for
Good
You
for
relationship.
probably the
her.
reason.
See,
You
even
probably
your
the
I
own
didn't
reason that you
sister
evaluate
is
date
him
smart
because
one.
he was
enough to
Asian.
know not to date you. The
That's
likes of you.
wonderful.
Even your own sister is smart enough to know to avoid you. So she's
My
good for her.
sister didn't choose him because he was Asian or
Oh
because he
She,
wasn't
Lord,
black.
but
have
she's smart
mercy.
enough to know not to pick one of you, though.
Well, his
It has
mother
nothing to
wasn't
do with
smart
being
enough not to
black.
give birth.
You listen, hold on. You think
Nope.
only black
See, here's the
people are
thing. Here's the thing, educated thug. I already told you to quit talking when bitches is talking. Second of all, you don't get to command up here. You get told what the fuck to do, then you get the Sparta flip flop. Do you think this is look? There's plenty of places that you can go where you can have a conversation with somebody. Here is not the place because we don't do the likes of zoo animals. Okay, we don't. Now, do you have anything educated to say? So, because if not, I'm going to move on.
You guys need to focus on.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and do
Same
them.
shit.
This is Sparta!
DZ,
Yes,
I'm
Go
not.
ahead.
Regrettably, I am not Jane Goodall. I'm not able to communicate with primates. I'm really sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize to me. They can't communicate either. That's weird. You need to focus on. I don't take orders from black men. Okay, not even if I was a waitress would I want to take an order from a nigga. Are you insane, Ashley? Are you dusty?
Bitch.
Are you dusty, Ashley? Ashley, are you dusty?
I
Yes
don't know.
or
I
no?
was on. No.
Oh my God! You eating a pan of you eating a pan of shit brownies? Whole thing. Get your monkey ass up out of here, y'all.
Oh my God, the
Divest.
weirdos came out. You put that one video of DZ and all these weirdos coming out
These
the
bitches,
woodwork.
is these the lead paint babies? These hoes sniffing glue or something?
Window lickers.
That educated thug dude sounded hurt though. It sounded like he sounded hurt that Jet Li was tearing his sister pussy up. He was mad. She got an Asian man. Like, damn, you mad shit? You can't fuck her?
Well,
He
he's a black dude.
sounded very upset. Yeah.
Upset.
This is the black community, y'all. Gamer, are you dusty?
No, still not dusty, ma'am.
Lord have mercy.
Who is that?
I don't fucking know. I have no idea. She said still not dusty. I
Right.
have no idea who that is. So
You
anyway,
brought out all the weirdos for real.
Yeah,
I always
you
bring out the
did.
weirdos because there's a zero tolerance for black males and they lose their shit. Because there's always a hole that niggas can get in with every group of women, with every group of black women, I should say.
Yeah.
There's an exception for black males, the few, the proud, the Marines, I guess, but there's no exception. So it makes them lose their mind. They end up slobbing, having to put on a helmet, waiting for me to go live, turning on their notifications, just all that type of shit. And I love it. Sasha, you're not coming up here, dear, because you need to change the color of your avatar if you're gonna keep trolling. Let me put my link in the chat. Yeah, I thought it was you, whore. Get the fuck up out of here.
The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Yeah.
Come out.
DZ, would you mind if I made 2 points about the Lori Harvey situation?
Oh, yes, please.
Point 1, notice that Michael B. Jordan, when he was dating white women, he would date a basic Becky off the street. But for him to date a black woman, she had to be Lori Harvey. These so-called unicorns that y'all love, mammies, always have a different measuring stick for black women. And point two, for point two, we're going to need to put on our tinfoil hats.
Uh-oh.
So remember, because of Michael B. Jordan's anti-Black woman behavior and stances, Black women were mumbling a while ago about canceling him. And so I think that this relationship with Lori Harvey was a PR stunt from the very get-go to rehabilitate his image. And plus, now that Lori Harvey has allegedly broken his heart, in the future when he dates Becky and Black women starts groaning about him, why you only date white women, he can always say, well, I tried to date a Black woman, but she broke my heart. Isn't that the nonsense we hear on the manosphere? Well, I was a nerd in high school and I asked out this Keisha, but she said no and it broke my heart. So from now on, I only date Becky's.
Like Clarice.
Yep.
He's going to be a Clarice.
I totally see it. I mean, it's definitely, I thought it was a PR stunt from the very beginning. I mean, when you think about it, it's not above him to do that kind of thing because he did it with Lupita when they were doing promotion for Black Panther. He was trying to pretend like him and Lupita was dating, and he knows that that's not even his type.
He sure was. I remember that. Yeah, I honestly think he sucks dick. Let's just keep that all the way real.
I agree. I 100% agree with that. He just gives me those vibes. It's just,
And you know, Black women that keep his secrets. They always keep these niggas secrets, but I just get that vibe up off of him. I don't think he's gonna, do nothing with no woman. I really don't.
The whole point is he has a history of pandering to Black women. So what Kyra's saying is definitely true. I can see it.
Yeah.
He's got that vibe.
Can I say this about that situation? Because I don't understand. Do people know who Lori's mother is?
Ooh, tell it.
Because this bitch was the head. She was married to a drug kingpin. His ass got locked up when she was the mastermind behind it. Then she married Steve Harvey, got Steve Harvey to give his name to her children, the kingpin's children. Then had his husband, Steve Harvey, to petition to get her husband released from her ex-husband released from like her mom is the GOAT. I don't know who she is, but mama is the GOAT.
Well, it didn't her mom, when the husband went to jail, she went with the cousin who was also like that. Is that the same?
For the record, I don't follow these celebrities. All of them can fall off the edge of the earth as far as I'm fucking concerned. Her mother, from what I understand, she got around, and it appears that Lori is like mom. But at least the only thing I can say about Lori is at least she's not getting pregnant by these motherfuckers. She's not getting into any legal trouble with them. She getting what she got and got the fuck on. And it doesn't feel so good when that shoe is on the other foot, because that's normally how the Naker acts with these women. So seeing a Black woman putting herself first and doing whatever the fuck she want to do. Somebody in the chat said that she was dating a white guy. I don't know how true that is, but that would be wonderful if she is and finally done with Naker stand.
Oh no. If the white guy that they're talking about is Jack Harlow, that's a negative for me.
Oh Lord, I don't know who Jack Harlow is.
He's a wigger. He's a wigger.
No.
I don't know if Jack Harlow is actually a wigger, though. I mean, you can't help who you work with, and he works in an industry that's full of grapes.
That's true.
I mean,
he chooses to work in.
Listen to him rap. He's definitely a wigger, I would say.
He can do classical music. Why he got to do rap?
Well, even if he is really a wigger, he's still a step up from a grape.
We won't disagree with you there.
And then Lauren's only 20-something years old. She's a baby. Why are grown men so invested in who this little girl is dating?
Because they're molesting.
A little girl.
That's only in her own question. You answered your own question. Because she's young. That's why they doing it. They love touching folks they ain't got no business touching. 62% anybody? Okay.
Well, I think that these grapes are up in arms because they wish they was Lori Harvey.
I mean, let's be real. Not really, because she's 25 according to their master. She's on her way to hitting the wall in a minute.
No, but like I said, I think these dudes are just are so hateful towards her because they want to be wifed up by Michael B. Jordan. That's what I think.
All of them are on the spectrum, honestly. I just think it takes a little bit of vodka, and then the majority of black men will get on their knees and suck a dizzy. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel, because they just give off the vibe, y'all. So let me check on the folks in the back, and then I want to show y'all something. Okay. Aisha, are you dusty?
No,
Aisha?
I'm not dusty. I just want to ask about the homophobia that's being spread here.
Excuse you?
Oh Lord. What
Transformers.
We don't
Robots
even
in
use that
disguise.
word here.
talking
Why
about,
why do
Aisha?
you guys
My
hate gay
God.
people?
It's about black women over here. You got anything to say about black women?
I know, but you guys keep
You
talking
keep
about
trying
gay
to take it
men.
back to the multi-letter mafia. This space is about black women. Do you have a channel that I can come to and we talk about it over there? Because this is for black women.
LGBT are your allies.
Oh my God.
No, you're not.
Y'all invest in hearing aids. Y'all invest in hearing aids, my nigga, because folk is acting like they can't hear a goddamn thing. Aisha, listen. If you don't have nothing to add to the story, don't come over here trying to get somebody to be sympathetic with your, hold up a second, with your community. I'm not interested in your community. Just like, really? Y'all not interested in black women. Let's just keep that real. Because I don't see nothing tangible that's coming out of your area for black women. Let's just keep that real. Black women have been way too nice to that group. They really have. The fuck you mean? Anyway, uppity dame, are you dusty? I think you was up here earlier. Let me hear your sound.
Yeah, I'm not using my buds. Can you hear me?
You sound much better now.
Okay. Yeah, I just tanked the buds. Yeah, so what I wanted to say before with Lori Harvey is I'm very confused. All right, let me turn this volume up. I'm really confused as to why so many Nakers are exhibiting so much animosity toward her. Like, they're her preference. I mean, I don't understand why they hate a girl who would indulge in men like them. I mean, she would give the time of day to men like Future and Diddy and his son. Like, I'm sorry, these guys are affluent trash. So why do these men have such animosity toward her? If they had just a little bit of extra money, they could consider themselves contenders for her. So I really don't understand. She dates nothing but black men.
That's disgusting, by the way.
What?
Her dating nothing but black men. It's absolutely disgusting.
Well, I mean, if they had some decent character, I mean, because unfortunately, she's out here making her stepdad look bad because he's talking. He wants to give advice to the world, but look at the type of men that his adopted daughter and gives.
Well, he's
gives her
trash
advice.
too. He got two, three marriages behind. He is hot trash. I don't think she can make him look any worse than he already looks. That's a stupid motherfucker right there.
Yeah, he opens his mouth.
I never liked him. I know that he basically used his first wife as a come-up woman so that he could get the mixed preference that he wants that's on his arm now. And that's the reason why he was so quick. He gives more time to the daughter he didn't help create that he adopted than the actual ones he did create. And so that's what I think about Mr. Harvey. But
he is a black man. So what he's doing is being a black man. It's just that simple.
Okay. Well, I mean, but they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Lori Harvey, she's 25. She's in that target age range that their godfather told them that they should go for. And she dates around.
Your sound messing up again, boo.
Oh, well, that's all that I just really wanted to say. I'm just confused.
It's all good. I appreciate you putting it, coming up here, putting your 2 cents in. I don't know why black men do anything they do, up to and including being born. I don't know why they're even born. They're fucking useless.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but thank you for letting me come up, DZ. I appreciate it. You guys have a good night.
You too, dear.
You too.
Welcome to the panel, L. How are you?
Yo, yo, yo. This show has been fucking awesome so far. I just would like to add, first of all, Steve Harvey been married 4 motherfucking times. And that bitch done been married 4 times. And what he did to his one wife with his one son, Winston, like he used all of his power to manipulate and get custody of his son. He's beat on his son, Winton. And he made it so his mom could not be in his life. He used his money and power to fuck up her life and take her son away from him. And then he started abusing the son. So fuck him. And like the girl was saying, oh, something about making him look bad. He already is a fucked up individual. So, and he a cheater, and that's why he didn't been married 3-4 times. I don't know why nobody listens to him, because if that was reversed in a black woman and she been married 3 or 4 times, everybody be like, why y'all listening? You can't give no advice. You done been married 3 or 4 times. You don't know what you doing. But they'll listen to his ass, and he done been married 3 or 4 times, and he's an abuser. So fuck that. And then the Lori Harvey shit. Look, I never believed they was really no couple for real anyway.
Me either.
And they just mad. The reason that they're mad is because they feel like that if it's true that the reason that they broke up is because he wanted to get married or get more serious and she didn't. They're mad because they feel like she ought to be grateful that he wanted to be with her, and she is deciding to do her own shit and not fall into that wanting to be a wife shit and get married. Because let's face it, almost all men think every woman is desperate to get married and constantly be attached to a man and constantly be in a relationship.
Justified. It's literally justified. Look at what these women are doing because this woman didn't want to get married. They are desperate for marriage. So that's going to give motherfuckers the big head.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. It's still a small amount. You know, everybody ain't desperate to get married. And she clearly showed that she's not desperate to get married and that she want to do her. Shit, when I was 25, if I wouldn't have got married when I was 19, if I was 25 and single, I wouldn't have wanted to get married at no 25. You having fun? You know what I'm saying? He 10 years older than her. Just because she want to have fun and do her shit, you know, they just want her to just want to be desperate to get married. And since she's not, they feel like she's ungrateful. So they want to attack her about it. And I don't blame her for doing her. Girl, go on and do you. You still young. Ain't no time to be getting attached to no motherfucker anyway.
But Elle, I's married now. I's married now. In the words of Suge. That's what they want to say. That's what they love to say. I's married, like that means something. Especially being married to a great please.
Oh my God, you just entered poverty. That new ring, that one you got from Walmart with the smiley face. You remember the smiley face sign sitting up over your ring? It was on layaway, and he got it for you, about $400. Now you have to make sure that you stare at it real hard, because you can barely see what, air quotes, that diamond in there. And don't forget, you got to pay that bill. Also, don't bang it on nothing because it's really cheaply made. Take it off so you can go to work. Make sure you take it off when you go in the shower, because that little motherfucking diamond gonna slip down the drain and it's gone forever. Whenever you married to one of these motherfuckers, they are the prize. Remember, in the black community, niggas are the prize because they have choices. And if y'all would take away the choices, you know, life would change for you. But hey, do you?
But you better be careful. You know, those cheap rings, they can turn your finger green.
That's a fact.
And he probably bought that $400 ring from Walmart on her credit card. You know, he didn't buy it himself.
But DZ, what's up? Look, you just had me dying when that Transformer came on here. try to oh, why don't you, man, look, take your motherfucking ass on. Go to, I don't understand. And you know, we've said this before. Why don't y'all go create spaces for people like y'all? And y'all do that. Why they're constantly trying to come over here and get us to, you know, politic with their ass? Like, take your motherfucking ass on. We don't owe you nothing.
They do have spaces, but the thing is, if one of you went over and clicked that link and wanted to talk about stuff that affects you, they would literally let you know this is a space for us. Period. They wouldn't let you come over there and what they call bleed all over their goddamn platform. I literally heard one of them say that shit. These women be bleeding on the platform. Look, okay, I told y'all my middle name is Reciprocity. If you feel like that, that's awesome, because that justifies me getting you the fuck out my face.
They just have to be the center of attention in Black women's spaces at all times, and it just irritates the fuck out of me. It really does. And it's like, this is not about you. Nobody's talking to you. This has nothing to do with you, but somehow you'll insert yourself and make it all about you. And it's like, it's really fucking irritating, and I can't stand that shit. Like, get somewhere and sit the fuck down.
They are
Well,
so attention starved. Everything, they are so attention starved. And I get, you know, when he came up talking about some, let's talk about homophobia. Like I said, we need to stop feeding into that word with them. We're not scared of you. We just don't want to fuck with your ass. So quit calling it homophobia and all that shit.
see, that's something
That's what
else
it
that I
is.
just go ahead and embrace because you know me, a lot of these words that they try to weaponize against us, I just go ahead and embrace that shit because at the end of the day, after okay, I'll be homophobic, I'll be all of that, but at the end of the day, I said what the fuck I said. So now what? They
And
see they try to weaponize certain words against us, and with me, I'm not going because what I said is what I said, and I'm not coming off of that. So it really don't matter. You can call it whatever you want to call it.
And to add to that, that's another reason why we say hashtag all over here. Because you notice no matter what their orientation, they act the same way.
Yep. Yep. That island girl, are you Dusty?
Hello, DZ. Yes,
That
I'm Dusty.
okay, thanks for letting me know. Goodbye, bitch.
That
You
was
see how
fast.
easy that was,
That was
y'all?
fast.
You see
They
how
coming out
easy that
tonight.
was? It was so easy. Just answer the question yes or no. Unless you got something awesome to say, then hey, I'm all for it. But other than that, I don't feel like playing with potheads tonight. Okay. Go eat that boy's booty hole like he asked you to. You got other
You,
shit to do. Okay.
you.
Naker be gone. Are you Dusty?
Oh, hi. No, I'm not Dusty.
Wonderful. What you got, babe?
Oh, I just wanted to tell you guys I love you. I love you. I listen to you all the time. You have no chill, and I don't give a fuck. They don't have any chill over there. We're not chilling over here. They don't like nakeds. I wish they could be corralled into like some crazy place and a bomb dropping there. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't deal with them, and I don't have no grace for them. And for that transformer that came up on this live, baby, this is not for you. We don't give a fuck about you either. You're going to put a wig on, a lipstick, but you're still a naked, and we don't fuck with you. And this is not the place for you. There's no chill here. We're not trying to understand shit. Y'all don't
Let them do
understand
what they
nothing
do.
about us, huh?
Let them do what they do. They look, I believe in y'all having rights. I do, but you don't have
Right.
the right to barge in other people's spaces. If the organization is about diabetes, don't run up in there talking about what about heart attacks, pussy. You deal with the
Exactly.
subject.
Exactly. And honestly, I don't care if they want to call me transphobic, homophobic. I don't give a shit. Like you're not coming over here to police and erase
Look.
black women.
Yes, I agree. Let me see who this person is. You're staying up or you dropping back down?
I'll drop down.
Okay, thank you for coming up, Naker Be Gone. I appreciate
No
you.
problem.
Thank you.
Black women are, and the rest of the word cut off. Are you Dusty?
Bitch.
Oh,
Lordy. Okay.
He
Do
sounds
they
You a bitch.
constipated. He
You a
sounds
bitch for real.
constipated.
Girl, that sound like that transformer that was just up here.
Listen,
That's all you got is the B word. That's it.
Bitch.
That's all you can say because you know we done heard that about 50,
You
11
sound
times.
fast. You sound fast.
let me give you some nursing advice.
Get the butt plug
Listen,
out your butt.
hold on a
Bad
second,
bitch.
baby. Hold on. After he pulls his penis out of your rectum, right? They have look. I'm being serious right now. Somebody got an echo because I don't want the advice to go away. Hold on, let me see who unmuted. Okay, all right, we good now. After he pulls it out, you should immediately go to the restroom, take a shower, and then in the next 24 hours, take a laxative so that you can get all the debris from out of your rectum. This is to keep you clean. Also, try some booty kegling because y'all in Atlanta, when they done had their asshole blown out, they can't hold in flatulence anymore. You can hear they sound like a bunch of booty flutes walking around this city. If you don't have something other than that to say, then you're gonna be on your way. Okay.
Oh, and also to add to that as well, as someone who is obviously anal receptive, you may want to go ahead and make sure that your partner uses condoms because the lining of your rectum is very thin and therefore it can be torn really easily and exposed. So there's like extra exposure to blood and things like that. And if there's any lesions or open sores or anything that's present, yeah, that's not a good look. So being that you are anal receptive, just make sure that you are utilizing condoms. That's my advice.
Yeah, and the booty douche. They sell booty douches in Atlanta. Okay. It is what it is.
Yeah.
All I know is that y'all tell
Mhm.
me more about the asshole than I ever want to know in my life, but I
Girl.
appreciate it.
Girl. Yeah, because it's the
Word.
lining is very easily torn. Because it's not built for that. The vagina is built for that. So, it's lined a little bit differently. That's the reason why their asses bleed, especially when they first start taking the dick. Their asses bleed. So
I want Aaliyah to do a sex education class, and I want to
Oh.
attend.
Oh my God, yo!
And so
I bet
the
you
risk.
somebody thinks a woman. I bet you somebody think that's her boyfriend. I shit you not. They walking around here duplicitous as fuck. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, what do you want, sir?
Man, all you do is
Yeah, I ain't nobody got time for
Oh,
that
let
shit.
me guess. That was bad when she sucked.
Let me go ahead and share my link
Like
again.
the crack must be on sale.
It's Friday. It's Friday. The weekend just getting started, and they feeling some type of way. Folks from the hood, they got to have something to drink on Friday. That's like a rite of passage with the motherfuckers. So as soon as they get the beer muscles, they call up. All the rage. Are you dusty? Okay, you took too long to answer, so I'm guessing that's gonna be a yes. And I think that covers everybody. Bed when you suck, you need to get from behind my chat. All the rage, you need to get from back here too, because you click a link and don't have shit to say. So it is what it is. Let me stop sharing this so I can go ahead and show y'all an update to a story that we did, and it's a very good update. God damn it, I'm very happy about it. Stop sharing. Start sharing. I was real happy. Do y'all remember the guy that was tearing up that fence and kept tearing that woman's property up?
Yes.
They found him, y'all. They found him. His ass is in jail. Hopefully he couldn't make bail. Let me see.
Oh, girl, I wanted to hear about that story. That interested me.
Here we go.
In a story Fox 13 first brought you last week. This man now charged with malicious mischief after terrorizing a local woman's home, sometimes returning multiple times a day. Every attack caught on camera. But the scariest part is she had no idea who he was, nor did any of her neighbors. She first talked to Fox 13 seeking help.
That led police to confirm the video showed a suspect they wanted to identify, which ultimately led to his arrest, thanks to tip from you, Fox 13 viewers. But the big question now is, will he be released?
Everybody's worried about that. Y'all notice that? When y'all look at the news these days, listen to what the reporters are saying in between, because that right there, that was shade. In other words, y'all always letting these niggas out of jail. Is he gonna get out? He can't say that because he at work, but that's what the fuck he meant.
Fox 13 Steve Kiggins is in Tacoma with the details.
45-year-old Brian Shedwin in court today while the judge was considering whether or not he'd qualify for a public defender. We learned he's got tens of thousands of dollars in the bank. That means
there's your answer. He's getting the fuck out. He's getting the fuck out. He has access to funds. Lord have mercy.
He wasn't offered that public attorney. That means he's likely to pay for his own attorney. And today, judge set bail for $15,000. So Shedwin can pay on 10% or so to a bail bondsman or pony up all that cash, $15,000 on his own, and get out of Pierce County Jail until his trial. Shedwin appeared in court via video screen. Prosecutors alleged between May 9th and May 26th, he repeatedly visited the home of the victim in this case, Ginger Rivera. Tacoma police offered 5 different case files for all these incidents. For today's court hearing, Shedwin pled not guilty to second-degree malicious mischief, but his alleged crimes were caught on camera, and malicious might be putting it lightly. This is Ginger Rivera's home. She and her family just moved in here back in January. She says for some reason she doesn't understand. Shedwin repeatedly comes by making a mess, kicking through fences, damaging windows, even leaving animal carcasses on the property.
Damn.
Fox 13 News first aired this story. Rivera told us yesterday she felt at least some relief, an arrest was made.
I was elated. I was so excited. But then, you know, my mind starts racing and I think about all the possibilities around this as well. So a lot of mixed feelings, I think, relief, finally a sense of understanding of why. So yeah, a big roller coaster ride for me.
But Rivera told me today her sense of peace is nowhere near as strong as she felt after an arrest. Even though Shedwin's charged right now, she worries he might return to his old activities. If he bails out of jail and goes down that same route, he'll be violation of his parole and be back in jail pretty quickly. Now, Shedwin is also facing charges over in Kitsap County for his alleged role in an assault.
And that's why he shouldn't have been given a bail choice. If he's already out on parole for something else, actually a violent crime, he shouldn't have been given the option to get out of jail. That shit pissed me off. And he's going to go back doing the same shit because they keep giving them chance after chance after chance. I feel like he going to whoop that girl ass next, honestly.
She gonna have to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
He already has an assault charge someplace else, and he's doing this, and she doesn't even know who he is.
He should have been offered bail. If he's out on bond already, he should not be getting bail. Preferred class, protected class, y'all.
No, he'll be back. No, she's right. He'll be back, and it's a shame. And unfortunately, and I think he's messing with her because she doesn't have a man in the house. Because in that first segment that you showed, DZ, it showed that she's just in there with her kids, and he knows that. That's sick. That's cowardice. And I know that a lot of women aren't going to want to hear it because they might not be wired like that. But all women are going to have to start protecting themselves more from men who behave like savages like this. They're going to have to learn to start strapping up, man. It's either you or your kids, and maybe that will trigger something in them, some sort of survival, because that's what it's become, man. This is sick.
Like I always say, thank the mammies for today's laws. They can't keep them in jail because the mammies went on ahead and marched on Washington, marched on the Capitol, marching every goddamn where except down to the fucking what is it called, birth control clinic to stop getting pregnant by these motherfuckers. Truth be told.
See, all they need is a good social worker to come out and de-escalate the situation. And see, that's what they need. Mental guidance, help, jobs, things like that. That's all they need. That you can't
shade like a motherfucker. You throwing so much shade.
What you see when you call the police on them, it's because you're trying to get them shot. So you can't call the police. You just have to call someone that could come out and de-escalate the situation. A civilian, mind you, that won't have half the protections of law enforcement. But this is what these dumbasses are suggesting. It's like community policing, but their men are such cowards. So you want to let me know which one of their men, while they're policing the community, would have enough heart to approach this man while he's out there destroying this other woman's property.
Well,
which one of their men are going to have the heart to step to him and say, look, stop coming by here tearing up this woman's shit?
You ask a man what they'll do, they'd be like, man, I'll just put two in between his eyes. You ask any man, that's their answer. They're like, I'm not going to be arguing with anybody. I'm just going to be like, he was causing a disturbance. He was destroying property, and I thought he was coming after me, so I put two hot ones in him.
But these are the men that they want to protect and police their communities, though. That's what they want.
But Aaliyah, remember that the Bloods and the Crips actually started off as a community policing organization.
So I think they was lying about that shit.
If the Bloods and the Crips weren't out there, then what needed to be policed really in the neighborhood?
Boom. They lying their ass off. They always we was kanging it. That's another we was kang story. I'm sorry. Speaking of black folk, check it out now. So with the Lori Harvey and all these motherfucker situation, I've been seeing a whole lot of black love exists. Black love ain't dead. Black love this, black love that. There's also a person that owns a school that had the divestor's name in their mouth, talking about black love winning. Yeah, that living room school, the one that you should be so-called donating to in between pathology and shit like that. Yeah, that motherfucker finally got his mouth on divestors and he need to go the fuck on. But black love, I don't want no parts of it, because every time somebody turns a camera on behind that closed door, it's always some fuck shit happening. This right here, what y'all getting ready to see, is how the majority. This shit reminded me of bitches in my family that's on that on the apes. Honestly, I've seen so many situations like this that I don't even know what to say at this point. But let me set it up for you. What's happening here is the lady that you see that's closest to the camera, she's breaking up with Tyrone. Thank God, right? Well, Tyrone is not feeling it. Tyrone needs to let her know who's the boss. The person that's filming this is her sister. I was angry the entire time because I didn't think the cops were on their way. I'm thinking, why are you filming him berating your sister like this without calling the cops? Because that's the first thing I would have done. Anyway, towards the end of this, y'all, I want you to look at his attitude change when the system shows up. He turns from a foaming at the mouth monster to somebody that goes, yes, sir. In less than look, I can't let's go.
I fucked up Nico's was.
Nico is fucked up. Nico is fucked up. Mentally fucked up. Financially, the fucked up. Nico's fucked up. Absolutely. Ain't Nico dying? Don't Nico get motherfucking cancer, bitch? Exit.
Yeah.
Stage motherfucking left, Nico.
Instagram knockouts last night. Neighborhood, nigga. We was having our way.
Neighborhood, nigga. I know you
15 bitches.
15
that look
bitches.
better than you on
That's
your
fine.
on your
And
best
that's fine.
day.
You still
Don't
eat
got
my
little
motherfucking
feet.
ass, bitch.
Not no more.
It's cool, and that's
That's
fine.
the chart top.
That's
How does this
fine.
look?
You look fucking stupid. Get the fuck on, bitch.
Man.
Bye.
I hope it was worth that though.
I hope it was worth
Like I'm about to walk in the rain?
I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck what you do. But you got to go.
Oh,
You got to
you
go.
doing something else on me?
You got to go.
I'm gonna
You
tear
get
this
the fuck
motherfucker
up out of here.
I'm telling you.
You're getting the fuck up out of
I'm
here.
protecting myself.
You're
and I'm
getting.
certified to carry, but you don't even know what I got. Oh! Put your hands on me again.
Get the fuck on, Nico.
May God help me.
Nico, bag up.
On Rita Dixon and
Nico.
Luanda's short spray, I'm gonna pop you.
Okay. That's
Try
fine.
me. Try me.
That's
I'm
fine.
protecting my life.
Get the fuck on.
Legally.
Broke ass motherfucking niggas.
Walk away from me.
Nico.
I don't want to shoot you.
Nico.
But Georgia state law, you touch me again.
I didn't touch you.
I'm gonna
But
cut
you
your
threatening
fucking
me.
eyeball.
You
No, I'm
threatening
not.
me right fucking
No, I'm
now.
not.
Yes, you
You're
are.
pouring fucking
And you
drinks
got a knife?
on my daughter's
You got a
drink.
knife?
I
and
do,
forced
because
some
I'm
shit?
afraid. I'm afraid I'm in my
You
fucking
afraid?
house.
Cause some drink was on you.
Listen,
Nico,
don't
get
touch
that
me no more.
motherfucking knife
Or what?
out my face.
Or what? I
Bye,
know she
Nico.
recording me.
Bye, Nico. Bye,
Don't
Nico.
touch me no more.
Bye, Nico.
Don't listen.
Nico.
Do you think I won't fucking
Nico.
stab you guys?
Nico.
Do you think I won't fucking stab you? Touch me again.
Nico. Bye, Nico.
I'm already down to
Bye.
cancer.
I don't give a fuck, Nico. Bye, Nico. Bye, Nico.
Listen, nigga.
Bye.
Everything I love.
Bye, Nico.
I'll cut your left eyeball out.
Nico.
You're pouring some shit on my daughter's gift.
Nico.
Touch me again.
I was watering your
Touch me
flowers.
again. Touch me again.
Yo,
Touch me again. And I'll cut your fucking intestines out your stomach.
Nico.
Stop fucking. Listen, Fruity. I'm
Nico.
telling you.
Nico.
Stop.
Are you serious right fucking now? Nico, you fucking serious?
I am.
Nico.
I am.
Chill out.
Record me,
Nico.
right?
Chill the fuck out. Nico.
I just set them on blue times.
Nico.
Georgia State Authority to take the certified
Nico,
security
Nico.
officer.
Nico. Nico. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Chill the fuck out. Nico.
For
Stop.
what?
Stop, bro.
You gonna stab me?
Nico, stop, bro. Nico.
What you think you a
Is
gangster?
this for real? Nico, stop. Nico, stop.
You better tell me to stop playing with me.
You
I'm
stop.
real quick.
All right.
Damn, nigga.
Okay, Nico. Get the fuck. Please get off my sister. Get off my sister, Nico.
What they can do, you cuz?
Nico, get
Talk
off.
about I'm a fake gangster.
Nico, get off. Nico.
Don't know who did.
Nico, walk away. Nico, walk away. Walk away, Nico.
You silly bitch with my kids.
Walk away,
With
Nico.
her gift. You know what I went on for that fucking mission?
Walk away, Nico. Just
Nico.
walk away.
She needs to know.
Oh, I'm
No, Ty, I'm gonna give her a pat. Well, I'm from Chicago.
Nico, get off me.
Fucking with my
Hey, Fruity.
daughter's gift, cuz. Like, I won't cut your face open.
Nico, Nico.
No, hold on.
Chill the fuck
Nigga,
out.
this a major league.
Chill the fuck out, Nico.
This a major league.
Nico, chill out, bro.
Take
chill the
that,
fuck
take
out.
that police shit off.
It's not even on. Still. It's not even Tom. on. Just take that. Get the fuck off my sister, please. Nico. With that shit.
They
Can
on the
you-
way.
Okay, just can you move?
And what you gonna do?
Nico, get up. Nico, get up.
What you gonna do?
Nico.
You see this blue heart? You
Nico,
know what
get
I did
up.
for it?
Nico.
Ain't nobody on that got this blue heart, cuz.
Nico, get off
Real
me.
member. You
Nico.
want to play with me? Are you threatening my life,
Nico,
my kids?
You on top of me with a knife, but I'm threatening you?
You done hit me several times.
Nico, when the fuck I
I
hit
slept
you?
at the bus stop.
Nico, why you sleep at the bus stop?
You
Because you
poured.
want to pay your motherfucking bills. Nico, get off of me.
You poured Tango margarita
On
on my
the floor.
daughter's dog that she's
floor.
wanted since Christmas.
On the flowers.
You think I won't do it?
Nico, I'm not.
You know how many
Nobody.
people I did what I had to do to this week?
Nobody's challenging you, Nico.
For fucking with these Shottown motherfuckers.
Nico.
For robbing Crips. And
Thank
yes,
you.
sir.
What? What? Excuse me. Motherfuckers got mad when I said, you know how to get these niggas right? Call the cops. This motherfucker was just foaming at the mouth, had a knife in his hand, threatened to murk her, cut her intestines out as soon as the man showed up. Yes, sir. Y'all better quit playing.
My blood is boiling.
DZ, do you think that he would be a good ally to go march?
Okay.
I love it. I love the pettiness. She just said.
This is why I don't engage. This is why I don't try to talk to them. And I definitely, because he's too close to her, got all this mouth, and it's like, girl, there's nothing between you and him. There's no buffer there. There's nothing. I'm surprised he actually did not just go ahead and attack her.
I thought he was going to do it when I first saw it. I'm sitting up there looking at the screen, squinting when I first saw it because I didn't want to see her get chopped the fuck up, but he was acting like he was going to do her. I was thankful when the cops knocked at the door. He didn't go from raging maniac to yes, sir. Y'all, they are pussies. I'm telling you. They can't do anything to help you. They can't do anything to help you, y'all. You better divest away from them. They'll fuck you up quickly. But when other men show up, they can't hang. They are the lowest man on the totem pole for a reason. They have nothing. Look, I don't want to go ranting. Somebody else take the mic. I can't.
But you know that.
But DZ, you know, if he had a job, he wouldn't have done all that.
Yeah, it's a machine with 4 eyes that says that. Yeah.
See, I knew he was a pussy when he was doing too much motherfucking talking in the first goddamn place. I'm sorry, if you about it, motherfucker, you would have been about it. And then he kept trying to act like you heard in the beginning when he kept trying to say that she was hitting him and that he would have been in his right to defend himself. I'm defending myself. He's a punk bitch. He knew he was being taped, and so he was trying to set the narrative that she was attacking him, and she was just standing there. Like I said, he wouldn't have had nothing but half a second to talk to me. I would have blew his motherfucking ass away because it was on camera that he rolled up on her. Even if he just rolled up in her space before he got that knife, he aggressively charged toward her. Pow pow, fuck you, nigga. That would have been me all day.
Especially if y'all continuing to mess with these niggas because people up there saying that we're extreme. This happens more often than not, and it happens to you 3 times more than it happens to other women. I wouldn't be on the other side of a door that's closed with a black male. Sorry, not the fuck sorry. This is how their relationships go. And it's a lot of black women here right now. I know y'all seen something like this once in your lifetime. I've seen it several times. I've seen some crazy shit, y'all. And it's like this. You got to save your own life. Don't try to spite us by not divesting because you don't nobody tell me what to do. Well, you kind of right about that, but that's your life to waste, sis. That's your life to risk. You're not going to get anything by trying to be righteously indignant to us. You better save your own life. That was scary, and that knife is huge. And first of all, y'all, why did she get with somebody that had that tattoo over his eye? They like to say that's because somebody murdered somebody. So you saw this, right? He's asking her, do you know how I got this? Which means that he had it when he first met her. So why are y'all getting with people like this?
And see, I've been there and done that. I've been there and done that. I haven't just seen it. I've lived it. And it's usually when you're trying to put their ass out your shit, because they didn't got caught doing something they ain't got no business, whether it's fucking around or whatever the case is. But when you go home and you finally had enough and you try to pack that nigga shit and put his ass out, this is what you get. And so, like I said, I've been there, done that, and that was my last time. And he wasn't even half as bad as this guy is. But I seen the rage and the pop off. It's like a switch is clicked. And from that point on, it's like they're unstoppable. And once I got his ass out, I was smart enough to not let him back in. It's like, no, I can't deal with this. Because I already know if you open up the door and you let him back in, he gonna hurt you next.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm all about protecting myself.
This is why I get so irritated with bitches that sit up with your black ass up on a panel with non-black women talking about all men do this. Well, you're not telling the whole story. What you're not saying is it happens to you more. You sitting up here playing the sisterhood game and we hate all men, yay type shit, when your situation is different from hers. Yes, there's domestic violence in other communities, but it's more in your community. And you being intellectually disingenuous when you do that fucking shit, bitch. That's crazy that anybody would even do that. And yes, that happened, by the way.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I dated a woman and she ran up on me and I was like, in the next 48 hours, I was gone and I made myself homeless. I wasn't going back to her house because
what you had to do.
She ran up on me in a way I knew the next thing, anything that happens that we do or hang out together, the next thing is she's going to put her hands on me.
Yeah.
I just automatically knew it. So
I'm glad you're safe. Honestly, I am.
So when you see stuff like this, it's like, yeah, that shit is real. And it's also real in the alphabet community with the women that are male identified.
We talked about that too.
And on the heterosexual quote, air quote, black male side. So it happens on both spectrums and I've experienced it on both sides. And so you can't win-win when you're trying to get them out and trying to get them to leave, because the thing is that they have to go find somebody else that they can be a sociopath with. They're not going to let you're not going to let them be a sociopath and tear them. They're going to try to tear you down and run through you and your resources as quick as possible. And when you get onto their game and kick them out or leave, they are upset. And that's what that rage is.
I gotta put you on mute, Sadina, because you got some feedback, okay?
Okay, I could drop down and then I'll come back in.
Okay.
Is that the end of that video?
Let me just go ahead and finish it because I'll describe it and say that they opened the door, but you see nothing.
Get the fuck up out of here. Nico, leave me the fuck up.
Get out of my...
He got to go. He got to fucking go.
Listen, bro. It's on camera.
Hold on.
Did y'all hear him trying to plead his case like a bitch? Like he was in there being abused? This is what they go over to the manosphere saying, and she touched my daughter bag and she tried to slap this out of my hand. Meanwhile, he got a whole fucking butcher's knife up under this girl's face. That shit gets up under my skin, y'all. And we got people out here that don't want to go ahead and just step the fuck off. If you don't agree with what we're talking about, then just step off. But what you're not going to do is say we lying about it. Sitting up on panels with black men and non-black women and all kind of weirdos and helping them invalidate what's actually happening to black women. That shit pisses me off. Jesus Christ.
Like I said, I've lived it, and that shit is crazy and it's scary when you're dealing with it, because like I said, he could have just went ahead and stabbed her to death. Or they move just that fast. He had that knife. He could have just went ahead and slit her throat. Just anything. And it's like, no, I don't let them get that close. Stop letting them do that. No.
Okay,
I think everybody.
SGOTI, I don't know why on earth you're back here. You never say anything and you just try to take up a spot. So let me go ahead and ban this particular account as well. You wasn't even connected, to be honest with you. You didn't give StreamYards any allowances to do anything.
You know,
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
think another thing that's frustrating is that people can deny it all they want to, but you have somebody that you know that's going through this right now with their boyfriend or husband. You see it all the time in the hood, you see it all the time on the streets, but they're gonna pretend like you're cherry picking these cases and this doesn't happen, like those domestic violence rates, you know, are made up or somehow falsified. And it's like, no, you know this shit is going on, but
That's
you're pissed off
deflection.
and they don't want us talking about it. And it's like,
Mhm.
no, this shit happened.
Welcome to the panel, Sugar Honey. How are you, dear?
I'm doing so well. Thank you for letting me up. I had to call in when when I saw this because it was a perfect microcosm for the relationship we observe between, Black women who choose to deal with these animals.
I'm starting to get really pissed at them though. When I first started this, y'all, I used to feel so sorry for them. I really did. Then when I found out that they knew that Black males were like this, because
Yes.
the thing is, let's just keep it real, y'all. In that video we just watched, if somebody would have done to me what they did to her, I would have been screaming out of my fucking mind. She seems like he's done that before because she was still talking shit while he had the knife by her face. There's no way I would have been saying anything to him. So he didn't just click and do this. They fight us, right? When we say, hey, we don't want that to happen to you. I'm getting to the point where it's like, go ahead. If it happened to you, it is what it is.
Well, what I'm observing and what I've seen and even talking to these women is they have this casual acceptance of the danger. They are ready to risk their life to be in proximity to these animals. It's like those guys out in Las Vegas who would like tame the tigers and do the tricks and stuff with the tigers for the shows. And the one got mauled in the face or whatever by one of the tigers. That's what these Black women are like. They have accepted that being in proximity to these animals could risk their life and the safety and the lives of their children, and they're comfortable with it. And that's why a lot of people see them as such a threat, not just the beast, but also these women who accept, like, that's a psychosis. That's a form of psychosis, the fact that you will accept that your life is forfeit.
That's why I tell y'all leave the mammies alone too. So what if he would have started swinging that knife? Who do you think was next? The sister. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to just stop at her. So you buddy chummy with a mammy. If her Dusty starts acting a fucking fool, baby, you next if you a couple of feet away from them. Period. I don't understand. I
Another
really
lady
don't.
that just got her head, she got her skull cracked with a hammer. And I think it was her best friend's man she tried to intervene and they were arguing and he took the hammer to her. I mean, so yeah, what you're saying is definitely true. And he cracks her skull. I think she survived, but he beat her with a hammer.
All the rage. Are you Dusty? And are you able to work your microphone at this point? Because you keep clicking the link, not saying nothing. Are you Dusty?
No, I'm not Dusty. Sorry about earlier.
It's all good.
Yeah, this phone. Oh, and also, I'm Garnet Gamer from the Discord.
Okay.
Sorry about that too. I was trying to be cheeky. I kind of missed half the show. Came in halfway through. I didn't really know what had just happened.
It's all good. What you got to add to this?
Oh my God, that video was terrifying. I really thought he was gonna start using that knife on that woman.
I did too.
That was terrifying. And I'm thinking to myself, how are y'all so calm? Especially the sister with the camera. Thank God she had the camera, but it was like,
She had to, because one false move and he was gonna do her ass in right then and there. That's why they was trying to talk him down. They were trying to lightweight talk him down because her sister think that dude was playing. But when he said, "How the fuck you think I earned his heart?" he meant that shit. So it's like she could say what she want to say, but she lucky he did not stab her ass to death.
Yeah, let
kept
me.
swinging
fix this
between
real-
feeling
Sorry.
sorry for her and being pissed at her while watching that because I know that wasn't the first time he acted a whole ethnic jackass in that house.
Yeah, that don't just show up out of nowhere. And also, he had a heart, so I'm guessing military. I'm guessing Marine Corps, right? You know they crazy like that.
I don't know. I don't know where he come from, but I know he slid out of some mammy's ass and she let him out on the loose. I get so sick of these motherfuckers with their crazy ass sons. I don't know what to do. Keep your son there. Let him be your hub son, and y'all live happily ever after. Pay all his bills and make us some chicken noodle soup, you dumb bitch.
Yeah,
And the
leave
killer
us.
part about this,
I'm gonna
they
say
pretend like,
that
go
heart
ahead.
thing. I'm saying that heart thing. That's not the military, so please don't even put that shit on there.
Oh, it's
That's
not
what
okay.
gang members put on their face, like it's kind of like the
Oh,
teardrop.
oh,
So
that
gang
kind
members
of part.
put that on their face when they kill somebody, or
Oh,
supposedly.
oh, dang, my bad. Sorry, military people. I love y'all, but some of y'all crazy. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah, they can pretend like that this is not a lot of their personalities. They don't have this type of aggression and this type of anger bottled up inside of them. Yes, they do. They
hmm
absolutely do. They can. A lot of them try to pretend like, well, that's just him. That's not how they are on a regular basis. Yes, they are.
hmm
More often than not, a lot of them are just like that. And when you piss them off, you will see how violent they turn. It's like from 0 to 100. A lot of times, when you think about it, you could be sitting somewhere, you just talking, and if he don't like what you said, it just comes out of nowhere, and he just bam, slapped your head.
Yeah, I had
That's
I
how
have a
violent.
cousin who her boyfriend out of nowhere would just go grab her neck really, really quick. They got this like really bad temper, but it's calm at some point. And then you say something that they don't like. His arm was like real fast, and he would do various shit like squeeze her till she passed out. And sometimes if she was standing next to a wall, her head would hit the wall so fucking hard. Okay. Look, she's like 21. I was 15 at the time, and that's another reason why I don't go to Blackistani family members' place because they don't like to call the cops on these motherfuckers. They don't.
Yep, and then
That's
get
just
mad
how
at you for
people
doing it.
are.
Why
And
you
that's the
call the
reason
police?
I do not engage. I try not to engage. I try
Nope.
not to talk to them because you just never know what the trigger is. And when it's like if there's nobody there to literally get him up off of you, like she better be glad her sister was there.
Yeah.
Sugar
Mm-mm.
Honey is definitely a magician. She was back here, y'all, and she was up here on the panel. Then all of a sudden, I seen her down in the chat. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? She is a fucking magician,
She know how to work this thing. I'm having issues tonight.
girl.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
feel bad. It's StreamYards. It is what it is. Jerg, Jerg, are you Dusty?
No, I'm not Dusty.
Okay, wonderful. With your dust-free self, what you got to say?
Yeah, I'm dust free. I just want to say that I'm honored to meet you. You're the first person that like introduced me to the divestment community, like
That's what's
watching your
up.
shows, and everything you say is just so spot on. Like
Well, I
you're so
appreciate you
right with
appreciating
everything.
me. And some
What
girl,
I
you was next. She fell the fuck off too. Y'all be good. I think y'all come up here and then change your mind. Like, let me go back to the chat.
No, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
No, I'm talking about another person that was
Oh.
in the chat. She had clicked the link, but then she disappeared.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. The mic is still on you.
But yeah, I just want to say, like, when sometimes, like, black women would get pregnant by a black dude. And like he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any money. He doesn't have any prospects. He's just a basic old loser. I'm just really confused why they decide to have the baby. Like, why?
Yes, Lord. You want to ask, but you don't want to start a fight.
Exactly. Like, why on earth are you bringing a child with a man who has nothing? He can't give you nothing, and he has no desire to give you anything.
Yo, we ask that question all the time, and the answer is they are doing the shit on purpose at this point. There is a myriad of examples of it not working out with these dusty motherfuckers, even if you don't get pregnant by them. They don't have a lot of resources. So it's somebody, I think somebody got a feedback, but nobody's ever going to be able to answer that question. You're going to see this shit keep happening over and over and over. And it's up to you to go ahead and get away from people that think like that anymore. That thinking is outdated. Thinking that you can give somebody a baby and it's going to fix a relationship. There's not one infant that's ever fixed a relationship, especially not in Blackistan. Actually, it complicates it even more. The stress is it tears the relationship up even worse. And don't forget, you're having this baby with somebody that has a 77% chance of leaving that child with you alone. So I wouldn't do it, but they're gonna do it anyway. So
Right. And they already have kids with women that they don't see, they don't talk to, they don't take care of, and you think that you're different?
No, boo, you next.
I appreciate y'all coming up. Thank you. Throw yourself on mute real quick because somebody eating and somebody got some Netflix playing in the back. Sunrise Guru, what's going on, dear? Are you dusty?
Nope, it's just me again.
Y'all, I have a person that absolutely loves me. Do you understand me? It's getting kind of stalkerish. I think I need to go ahead and get my chakras back in order. That girl is obsessed with me.
Keisha.
Why? That's like the 5th fucking account tonight. That's the 5th account tonight. I'm getting scared, y'all. Survival of the Simp. Are you dusty?
I'm not even sure what Dusty is, but
Oh my God. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all. The Are You Dusty is a yes or no question.
right.
Are
As far as I know,
Are you a black man?
yeah, but I'm nowhere
Then
close
the
to
answer is
Dusty.
yes.
Oh,
The
okay.
answer is yes.
All right. That's
You
fine.
got something to add?
Yeah, I got a very good detailed answer. I guess if I'm still Dusty, then I guess somehow, some way, I made $100,000 last year. With
Who
a couple,
cares?
Listen,
a
all you
couple.
niggas on YouTube claim to have
No,
$100,000.
you
You
can,
got
you
anything
can,
else?
you can
got
verify it.
anything? I don't
You
give
can
a fuck.
verify all this, ma'am. I have a YouTube channel.
I'm not hiring. I'm not
Okay.
hiring. So why would I need to verify your finances?
Well,
Listen,
you know,
homeboy,
He's promoting
survival
his
of the simp. I'm telling you, this
huh?
is the wrong egg. You can't crack this one, boo.
No, I'm
I
not trying to
can't
crack it.
stand nakers. Why are you here?
Because he's
I'm here to
promoting
get
his YouTube channel. That's why he's here. He's
maybe.
thirsty.
No,
Don't mention
I'm
your
here to get.
YouTube channel anymore, sir. If that's what
Okay.
you're doing, don't try to
No,
suck on my tits over here. You build your own channel, pussy.
no, I'm gonna build it. That's
I'm
fine.
trying to go get your super chat somewhere else,
does
honey.
your
Goodbye.
No,
what does your
that's fine.
income have to do with anything? What was the point of you bringing
Well,
that up? We didn't ask.
Because obviously his
I'm,
YouTube channel is what made him 100,000 there. Well,
no,
Future got money too, and he ain't shit. So what?
right.
No,
So
I don't. What does
I'm
that have
actually
to do with anything?
Narcissist anyway.
I'm actually a network engineer in real life, but that's okay.
So what do you need a YouTube channel for?
I mean,
Because I need
and
to
you're
be a
telling
millionaire.
us this why? Like,
Because I
you
need
care?
because I need to be a millionaire, and you know
Why are you
YouTube
here?
makes a lot of money,
Why
right?
are you
And
here?
that means
No, let him answer this shit. Why the fuck are you here?
To have a conversation, to give some
Not with
insight.
me. I don't have conversations with nakers.
Okay, well, this is the
Sir, we
insight you
cannot
need
offer
to.
you any advice on how to pick
I
up,
don't.
sir, we cannot offer you any advice on how to pick up white women. I suggest that you go to
No.
an Applebee's and go sit at the bar and go
No.
figure it out for yourself.
He
honey.
broke out my window. Which one? Man, look, I'm so mad. Are you okay, John? Can I call the fire department for you? No. Do you need help?
Have
Hello?
a good night, sir. Have
Oh,
a good
you
night.
got Mike. No, I'm just trying to have a conversation. I don't
No,
like
I
white
don't
women.
have conversations with niggas. You gonna make me say a racial slur up here, and I'm
Yep.
trying my very hardest not to do that. I
Right,
said I don't
I
have
understand all that.
conversations with niggas.
But you,
Go ahead and
you notice my demeanor though. There's a way to stay calm under pressure scenarios. It's called masculinity, right?
I'll go ahead
See,
and
black women issues is
I
not with
cannot do it.
black.
Cannot do it. Black man.
So he
Black
gonna get the
man,
Sparta flip flop too?
black
I'm
man,
so lost.
and I'll make $100,000 black man.
Come up here and ask
What does his income and profession have to do with anything?
You know, it's funny. I've met a couple black dudes like that, and they're all narcissistic as fuck. It's not worth it.
Exactly.
It's not.
I guess he said that like it was supposed to be impressive to us, and that's it. He had nothing else to go with that.
Because that's what they lead with. They lead with their members and they lead with what they think is an impressive wallet. They pay no attention to character. They pay no attention to paternity. They pay no attention to spirituality. They just lead with what they think women like. It's like, you know, they're like peacocks that can't breed.
I'm bored. I am bored to death with these same talking points. I am. I really am tired of it. I make $100,000. Well, bitch, you can pay your child support then. You know what else you can do? Fund some dental insurance. You know what you can do? Possibly go take care of your mama. I'm sure you owe her. I'm sure she was the only one there for you, too. So I don't know why these niggas get on YouTube and say all of them make $100,000 like that's supposed to mean something. Every nigga on YouTube make $100,000, even the ones that's driving 1985 Toyota Corollas. Okay, all of them $100,000.
They just said that about The Godfather, and then he couldn't even. They come to find out he couldn't even have a funeral. So,
SGOTY. Why are you here, Dusty? Thank you for putting yourself out. Goji Berry, are you Dusty?
Hi, no, I'm not Dusty.
What's up, dear?
I just wanted to comment on the abuse video. I've had personal experience with that with my mother's husband.
Were you the one in the comment section that was saying that you were scared for your mom?
No, that was me.
That was somebody else? Okay.
Yes.
You're not being abused, are you?
No, I'm not being abused. I
Okay.
just have to deal with him when he comes over to the house and stuff like that. And it's really stressful because I'm not the one who chose him as a husband, and it's like, why do I have to deal with him? You know.
I feel you. Let me ask you this: Are you old enough to buy a beer?
I'm 20 years.
Okay, just making sure I wasn't talking to a minor. And you still living with your mom?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to get your demographics. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah. So, about 2 months after they met, he first started being abusive, and later on, she got married to him, knowing that he was abusive, and he did it again. And so now I'm just questioning her, like, why would you choose this man and bringing him to my life? Like, he's abusive. He doesn't speak to you well. He holds you by the throat and stuff like that.
What did she say?
And she's just like, well, yeah, that was a mistake. I'm like, that's not an answer. I need a proper answer as to why this man is in my life. But yeah,
I feel you.
I'm
Hey,
so
darling.
sorry.
Somebody in the chat said if she's 20, she's not old enough to drink. I'm aware of that. Just making sure I wasn't talking to somebody that was under 18. Anyway,
right.
keep going.
Yeah, in Trinidad, you're old enough to drink at 18. So
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Listen, you are 20. I would be looking forward to getting the fuck out of your grandmother's house. Asking her why she chose him ain't gonna do nothing. I'm sure she replied with a bunch of babble that meant nothing. And the fact that you're 20 years old, a lot of these mammies is like, listen, you grown, I'm living my own life. So with that being said, you're gonna have to make a way and get the hell away from her, because all that violence escalates. It doesn't get any better. It's going to keep getting worse. You can check on your grandma. You can call the cops for your grandma, but what you can't do is pick her mate. You can get away from that, though.
Right. It's my mother, actually, but I live with my grandmother.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans to get the hell up out of there? Because I don't want you getting hurt, especially if you got vested. Come on.
Yes, I seriously am considering migrating because in the Caribbean, it's very hard to stay away from these niggas. So
they everywhere, ain't they? We don't even vacation in the Caribbean no more because they every goddamn where, wall to wall.
They deliver the pizza and stuff. I'm like, oh god, Every time I have to deal with any of them.
Yeah.
It's so horrible. But thank you for having me up. I just wanted to add that.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming up.
All right.
Welcome back, Sugar Honey. Where the hell happened to you?
I'm so sorry. I'm the opposite of a magician. Just know that. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not going to take up very much time. I was going back to that same clip that the young lady was just referring to, and I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry for her experience and for the fact that so many Black mothers choose these beasts over the future of their progeny. But that clip you showed was a perfect microcosm of the relationship, the toxic, sick, weird relationship between these beasts and the women who birthed them. Because the women, every woman in that clip, from the one who was being attacked to the one who was observing and filming the attack, they were all very lackadaisical about the danger that was posed by that beast.
I would have been scared shitless. I would have been crying my eyes out.
I would have, the minute he raised his voice and took a step in my direction, I would have been retreating into whatever locked door I could.
I'm telling
But those women didn't have that self-preservation instinct, and they instill that in their daughters, and then they instill a lack of empathy. I'm not gonna get into like how they poison their sons, but those women and that man and the way he escalated. Did you see how he escalated, how he kept pushing, how he retreated and then he pushed and then he retreated and then he pushed like a wave? It was like in the ocean. It was like they were on the edge of a violent ocean, and these women had no respect for the violence that those waves represented. And he kept pushing and he kept waning and pushing. Right. And he kept pushing further and further until they would bow. That's what he wanted. He wanted obeisance. And they didn't give it to him until he was like on top of that woman with a knife, threatening. What is it when you let someone's intestines spill out? You like cut their intestines out.
Disembowel, yeah.
That was the point. And even the woman who was still filming was very calm, wasn't she?
Yeah, because they're used to it. They're very used to seeing shit like that.
Yeah, I've seen it. Ow.
You sitting up here playing with a ticking time bomb, and it's not a game because you constantly yapping off at your mouth, and you just popping off and popping off and popping off, and you thinking that this man, not that he has a right to turn around and do anything to you, but I'm just saying, you know what type of person you dealing with, and then next thing you know, he all over you. And
they don't
that's
have
why
anything to lose. People that don't have anything to lose
That's
are
what
very,
it
very
is.
dangerous. What's going to happen? He going to go to jail for a couple years. That's it. He doesn't have anything. Whatever he
It's
had in
also
that
their
bag
lives.
was very important to him. You saw how he snapped when she slapped it out of his hand. That's the type of shit that he has. So he has nothing to lose. And I know he wanted to stab the shit out that girl, but y'all saw him sounding like he had a whole bunch of manners once the white man showed up.
That's part of it too. He exhibited how very, very submissive he can be. You know, when in the face of a truly dominant force, he's a complete he's as low as you can get. He's as low, he's a bottom feeder. And as soon as a real man showed up, he was a bottom feeder. And that's what they are. And it's like there is no point that I have observed in any of the historical texts that I've read where this is not what they've been. There's no way that we would be where we are, where we choose to live our best life, and it inherently excludes them. There's no way that we would be where we are if it were not for them being the opposite of manhood in every way. I just don't understand why anybody logically can be confused. How can you be confused?
Able to clear that up for you. Nobody's going to be able to clear that up for you because you're going to continue to see it. No matter how many videos I show, no matter how many news clips I play, it's always not all. It's always not fucking all. And I'm getting real aggravated with the shit.
I mean, at what point do we be honest too, at the risk of victim blaming, since they like saying that, when really it's just telling the fucking truth? When can we just go ahead and be real about the fact that a lot of these mammies like this kind of drama? They really
I think they do. I
They
think
like
they love it. They love it.
They feed off of it. They think it's funny, and it's like, that's why I say you stand up here playing with a ticking time bomb and you constantly popping off at your mouth. You constantly bucking up at him. And it's like you keep putting your hands on it. And it's like, I'm not saying he needs to do anything to it, but I'm saying you need to be careful with how you moving too if you're still gonna deal with them.
They like
and this
to
is
live
like
a
shit you
risky
dealing
life.
with.
It's a risky life.
Well,
They
they don't
like
think that nigga
that
love him
living
unless
on the
he's been.
edge.
Hold on a second. Yeah, but they don't think that nigga love them if he doesn't put his hands on them. That's just the fact of the matter. If he doesn't get all emotional and act a fucking fool, they don't think that the dude love them. I got news for you though, sis. They don't love you, no matter what. And anybody that's gonna pull a knife out on you in front of your sister, he does not love you. If you having some sort of sexual pleasure from this domestic violence, you need to get your head checked.
You would be surprised. I mean, wasn't that Drea that was talking about she wants somebody that to shoot at her like that Tory Lane shot at Meg the Stallion? Like they thought that.
What now?
I think Drea Michelle.
Oh, I don't know who that whore is.
She's some industry thought. She's nobody.
Yeah, I don't even know who she is. Never mind.
I mean, there are women that thrive off of that type of violence. They think that that's cute.
You got some women that feel like they can't even bond with a man until he beats her ass. I've heard other women, say it per se, but you have some women who feel like that the man don't love them or that they can't really bond with him until he beat her ass.
That's so fucking crazy.
I mean, Michelle A said the same thing about Dr. Dre and Suge Knight. She had became so desensitized to it because she had been in so many abusive relationships. She didn't think that a man loved her unless he was beating on her.
Yeah, they call that a man being passionate, because men are supposed to be these even keel, emotionless, boulders just reporting to work every day. So when a man raises his voice or is prompted enough by some sort of outside stimulus to raise his hand, that's when something's really triggering his soul, and that means he cares. It's backward logic.
Yeah, Fabulous knocked her teeth out. Emily Bustamante, or however you say her last name. Yeah, Fabulous knocked her front teeth out. So
if anybody tried to click the link in the studio was full, I threw 2 assholes out. So last call for alcohol. It's 2 a.m. and this motherfucking asshole done came back. Sunrise, listen, if you fuck it, let me go ahead and let her up here.
Hello?
I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't feel like hearing, oh, your mama's a bitch. Oh, you saying stupid shit. Oh, my God. You, what? Okay, Sunrise, are you dusty?
No, it's me again. I've been on here like twice.
Okay. Listen, homegirl came back up here, right? And
I
she
was
was
so
using
confused.
she was using your goddamn name. These
What?
people are nuts.
Oh my God.
They are nuts. Diana Prince, are you dusty?
I am not dusty.
All right. It's still on Sunshine. Go ahead, Sunshine.
I'm sorry. First
Happy
of all,
Friday. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. No, first of all, that video was fucking disturbing. And I was like shaking the entire time because I was more put off by the fact that the sister was like recording this and just like, dude, get off of her. It was just like, it's so like ingrained and normalized that it's just like not even like, that's not the first time that's happened.
Absolutely not.
Clearly.
That was on 10. He's been on 3, 4, and 5 before. That was on 10.
Oh my God. Also, I just want to say that I feel like most Black women, well, not all of them, I just feel like a lot of them have Stockholm syndrome when it comes to Black men.
I think they just stupid as fuck, honestly. Stockholm syndrome is a psychiatric problem. It really is, and it forms over time. And then once it's pointed out to the person they get therapy, we're good. But you're gonna tell me that millions of black women all have Stockholm syndrome, I think these bitches are willfully ignorant at this point.
I can't even be around them. I just feel a certain way. I'm like, oh my God, it's just like, what? I feel like if we divested like fucking 20 years ago, 30 years ago, we'd be better off, but it just makes no sense. Like, I cannot fathom why this keeps happening.
Because black women were supposed to divest during slavery. You got you got a whole fucking
what?
You standing there with that bag in your hand picking cotton and looking at all these niggas picking cotton with you instead of going to get that motherfucker off that horse. They should have divested right
I don't
then and there.
understand why black women stand by black men. I feel like a lot of the times they don't know the history, the real history of slavery.
They
Or
do.
maybe they do and they just fucking get off on it. I don't fucking know, but it just makes no fucking sense. Like, why? It's not doing anything. It's not, oh my God, I can't even fucking talk.
Because it makes no sense. Because it makes no
any
sense.
I don't understand. It's just
Because
like,
you've seen a
as
black
smart-
woman when she's done fucking with you, when she feels like you have wronged her as a black woman. Have you ever seen a black woman get you correct or call and try to check you or be done with you? Listen,
I can't even
they
say
don't.
hi,
They
how-
won't do it with black males because they still want to fuck black men. They're doing this willfully now.
I swear, black women just like hate me. I'll say like, "Hey, how are you?" and immediately I'm just like greeted with just like hatred and or just like this hate, like this aura of hatred. It's just like I can't be cheerful and happy. Like it's just like they don't fucking like it doesn't register or it just like oh my.
It's because misery loves company. Apologies for judging you, young sister, but your diction in many ways resembles mine, and I get the same energy. So I think that's the reason why I can empathize with you.
Y'all don't have to speak to black women when y'all out in public. If you're getting a bad vibe from her, let it go. Don't force it. Don't run up to her. Hey, how you doing? Don't do that
No,
shit.
I don't talk. I don't like willingly.
Not you.
Try
I'm
it.
talking to the whole 1,000 people in here, right? Don't feel like you have to make friends with this woman just because she's black. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of black women that have set other black women up and they lost their lives. So just because she's black, you don't have to form a connection with her. It's about you. It's about you doing you. If this bitch sitting up there mean mugging and it's just you and her in the room, divert your eyes down to your phone and do what you do. I wouldn't be trying to force. I don't long to be accepted by the mammy brigade. I don't. Fuck them.
I don't talk to most black people. I'm not gonna lie, and I am black, so it's just kind of like there's no point in wasting my like my energy. I just can't do it. It's just like it's the same fucking like reaction every time.
I'm my best friend. If my husband not here, I'm my best goddamn friend. Do you understand?
That too.
Right. Shit.
Yeah.
And then if I get real desperate, I'll talk to Elle and Aaliyah and folks with
I
goddamn
was about to say, I'm feeling some type of way.
I'm like, damn, you talk to me when you desperate for a motherfucker? Damn.
I'm fucking amazing, y'all. I'm just saying, love yourself. Love your goddamn self. When y'all by yourself, y'all should be in the best company y'all ever been around because you done did the work for yourself and you are amazing. So if Elle is by herself, she should be around her best friend. Period.
That's a zealot. By the way, I was waiting in the chat and like when you said that, what was her name? Kyra or whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah.
Came in, it was just like that was me coming in. I was trying to like talk. I was like, it's me again. And he thought that I was like a troll or something. And I was just like, what the fuck? I've been here like
girl,
twice
they done
already.
came in here up under so many goddamn names.
Now I have to change my name. I just feel oh my God.
Shit,
Now
last
it
time
was
we was here,
Mindy.
somebody used Elle's name. Last time we was fucking here, and her picture too. And they ran the fuck off when I pulled them up. That's
Girl, where the hell was I at? What?
You wasn't on. You
Oh.
wasn't on. Mm-mm.
I didn't
You
even know
wasn't
that
even
happened.
here. And that's why I thought it was
Mm.
you because you come on every goddamn time. So I thought it was you, but it wasn't you. So
Okay.
I have nothing better to do.
Carmen Alexis, are you dusty? I'm just fucking with you.
Y'all fat, y'all. Who I sound like? Y'all mama, y'all fat. But one thing they can't say is that we lying.
I'm 120. I am not fat.
We might be some old ass, fat ass bitches, but we not lying. That's one thing they can't say.
Yeah, right.
I'm in my mid-20s.
It don't matter. We not lying. We can be the fattest, oldest bitches in the world. We not lying. That's one thing they don't come up here and say.
Oh, I wanted to say something else. The reason black men are so like triggered by black women divesting is because in their minds they convince themselves that we are the ones that they can control because of white supremacy or whatever the fuck. They know that if they keep us in check, that's the only like power that they feel like that they can like garner. Or if
you said two things that I can't even get with. Let me tell you what you said. Black men and mind in the same fucking sentence. They have no mind. That's number one. Number two, whatever they feel, they can fuck themselves with it at this point. I mean, they don't have anything. Period.
But that's their only smoke.
They're about to lose us.
Anytime they come up here, that's their only smoke. Is that we fat, that we old, that we dark, that we whatever. Our hair might be nappy, we might be fat, we might be old, but we're not lying.
That's just a deflection. That's all it is. And it's what they call ad hominems. You have no defense.
Hold on a second. Don't cut people off, okay, Sunrise?
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, I was just saying, it's like they have no real defense for anything, so they deflect and start with the personal attacks. It's like you can't debunk anything we just said because the proof is out there. So you start attacking me personally and start talking about shit that has nothing to do with the original topic. That's why I say when people try to weaponize certain words against us, I don't give a fuck about none of that. So, because when you get through calling me ghetto, you get through calling me ratchet, when you get through calling me country, or you get through calling me whatever you want to call me, then let's get back to the topic at hand. So that's what I do. I make them circle back to what the original topic was.
It's imperative that they keep your self-esteem low. On the video we just watched, y'all, what was the first thing he said to her? He said, I fuck bitches that look 10 times better than you. That's the first thing that fell out of his mouth. So you gotta like know.
9 bitches or something. I don't remember.
So you have to know, right, that your self-esteem being low is part of their ammunition. If you think highly of yourself, they can't do what they do at all. And I'm talking just to divested women. You mammies and pick-me's that still fucking around with them, I don't have any advice for you except divest. I'm talking about the women that already stepped the fuck off and just trying to stay step the fuck off and keep themselves fucking safe. You bitches need help. The ones that saying you need fucking help. None of this advice is for you until your monkey ass divest, bitch.
And to the Dusty that got on talking about he make 100,000 a year and this and that. It's Friday night. Why are you online trolling women if you make so much money? Go out. Go on a date. Take yourself out to eat. You on YouTube Friday night.
Mm-hmm. A network engineer on
AKA
YouTube
we don't believe you, sir.
In DZ's panel.
He's lying.
Yeah,
Everything
he's lying. He worked at Burger
his mouth
King.
was a lie.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
And Elle, is Elle the one that mentioned the one who doesn't speak to many Black people? Is that you, Elle?
No, that was, you said that don't talk to Black people?
Yeah. Which one was that? Was that
Sunrise?
That was Sunrise.
Yeah, that
Sunrise,
was probably
are you
Sunrise.
still there?
No, she's in the back room.
Oh, okay. She was halfway there with what she had said about about Black men fearing divestiture because they're worried that because they're going to lose control. She's got to flip that coin over. It's not about control. It's about dependency. They know they need us. They need a come up woman. They need a fallback woman. They need a babysitter. They need an ATM. They need a surrogate mother. They need a beneficiary. They need a landlord. They need a lot from us. So it's not really about control. They want to be in a position of dependency, but they still want to be treated like they're in a position of superiority. So she was halfway there. It's not about their control over us. They know they don't really have much control over us because they're being controlled by another group of men. It's about them knowing that they need us, but they will gaslight us and demean us and say whatever it is and use whatever kind of circular logic they need to convince us that they actually control us. And out of love, we believe them.
I don't love them niggas.
Well, the collective.
And then too, why did that educated thug guy come up talking like he was nature boy? Y'all don't know the knowledge. Y'all don't know the knowledge. Like I said, I'll give one of y'all.
Your mic fucking up, boo. Your mic fucking all the way up, sexy.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I'll drop down.
It's all good. Y'all, these people are in a hot ass mess. Listen, it is tough as fuck. Hey, Snuggles, I see you just walked in. It's so hard to get my ass up here, right? And not say the hard R. I have to take a deep fucking breath, y'all, because when I see them, hear them, just that's the first thing that comes to my goddamn brain. Hard R. YouTube doesn't like when you call them the A word either, by the way. Y'all got to give me some tips on how to go ahead and just be two different people. Because I'm telling you, just now, I had to take a deep breath because I'm trying so hard not to say something that I'm not supposed to say up here. Even with the video, I'm like, okay, he didn't actually cut her, so that probably can get away. I could probably get away with it. I wouldn't have even been able to show you guys that shit had he cut her, because these motherfuckers are so sensitive. Any little thing that's a slip up, they'll try to, get me up out of here. But ladies, no, stuff like this is happening, and we share a whole bunch of shit that's a lot worse than what happened on this Facebook video. They out here giving y'all the 1-2 step. I have so many DV videos in my goddamn lineup. I can't even show them to y'all. I'm talking about these men are closed hand punching. You won't see that on YouTube because it's turning into a PG-13 area, and ain't nothing I can really do about that. But y'all, it's not just little petty arguments, little petty whatever, little petty disagreements. These niggas is taking y'all all the way the fuck out. Before we get the fuck up off of here, let me show you one more, right? Because this was also supposed to be a unicorn, but he's not a goddamn unicorn, of course. Let's get on over here. Oh boy, YouTube make a sister work hard as hell.
I bet you there's going to be a trigger warning.
Well, on this one in particular, no, not really. It's just he's just dust. Let's go.
Breaking news now from Northeast Harris County. An early morning shooting left a mother dead inside her Tidwell Lakes home.
The search is now underway for the gunman. Deputies say that gunman is the woman's ex-husband. Within the past few minutes, Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez did tweet a photo of that man asking for the public's help. Zach Lashboy joining us live from the scene with the very latest on this. Zach?
Lisa, and according to residents who live in this area, they say they are on edge. This after an early morning shooting stole a mother from her son. According to police, the only suspect in this case, the ex-husband. According to the sheriff, authorities are searching for Lorenzo White, the ex-husband to the woman shot and killed in her home early this morning.
Okay, ladies. All right. This was a provider, protector, supposedly problem solver. I'm not going to take you through this whole goddamn video because you already know what the fuck happens. You ladies know that black men do not like marrying black women. They don't like black women. But you have a group of mammies and some dusties that, they entertain the thought of you wanting to become one of these motherfuckers' wives. Being that their marriage rates are low, and looking at how often they murk their wives, that right there is a death sentence. You have a very slim chance of making it out of a relationship with one of these motherfuckers without either getting hurt or seriously maimed. He also had a criminal history. Nobody's surprised about that. Ladies, a criminal history is $19. It's $19. If you want an extensive one, it's $59. But you don't have to pay anything if you stop fucking with them. It's just that simple. Every single day, without fail, y'all, is some black woman getting her ass handed to her by a nigger. And the way that it's going, if you live your full lifespan, let's just say 76 years old. If you're 20 right now, the chances of you knowing one of these women is really high over the course of the rest of your life. I wouldn't make any long-term relationships with the mammies either, because when something happens to you, they tend to blame you. And it's getting to the point where divestors are like, hey, if she stays, she must want it. Mammies are losing all kind of allies. They are. And what they gave them was what they asked for. You don't want us to leave them in jail? We'll hand them back to you. Ladies, the bodies are dropping. They're dropping. And it'd behoove you to fucking divest as quickly as possible. I mean that shit. I don't even know if they caught this nigga, but he's the only suspect. And from all accounts, their neighbors say they was like a regular family. And this is what we're supposed to strive for. To sit up with a big forehead, supposedly unicorn ass nigga that looked like he's about 5'6", that when you want out of the relationship, he can't just take his L and go. Y'all outnumbered them. Okay? You outnumbered them. There was no good reason for him to do this to this woman, because guess what? Mammies are everywhere, and somebody else would have taken him for her. There was no shortage of women that he could have been with. The problem is they hate your guts, so they opt to hurt you instead. Okay? Like I always say, it will break my heart if I knew any of y'all. I know I only know y'all by avatars out in that chat room, but I would hate to hear anything happen to you. Don't spite us and stay in the Black community. Divest for yourself. Okay? Point blank, period. I love y'all. And I'm getting out of here and going to my Discord.
Love you too, DZ.
Thank you, DZ.
Bye-bye.
Bye.